Jordan's back from the store again.
Yeah. You look like someone whose team just lost to the Cardinals.
Oh my God.
You know we're gonna talk about it.
You look like someone who doesn't
away.
know.
I know.
You look like someone who doesn't want to be recognized right now.
I am Brother Shaheem Shabazz from the Zulu Nation.
He looks like one of them. What is it? One of them actresses coming out of like a Starbucks.
That's true.
Paparazzi around.
Oh man.
Lindsay Lohan.
It's like, can't I get a pink drink in peace?
But how did I feel about Matt Canada being fired? Too little, too late.
What are you
I
talking
agree.
about?
Yeah.
You got a positive record.
But I feel as if the offense still is under that stranglehold in some way.
And except for the last 2 weeks, up until agreed up until the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, Mason Rudolph looks like he knows what he's doing, which is weird. I'm not used to it, and I don't want to get my hopes up. And even if we win against the Ravens, which I think we have a good shot because they have nothing to play for. They're going to be resting a lot of
Absolutely.
folks.
If they really, and it would be in their best interest to rest folks.
Yeah.
I would be like, nah, fuck the Bills making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yo, do you?
Yeah.
If Lamar really wants to play, they need to pull him aside and be like, you really want to get sacked by TJ Watt right before you go into the postseason? Like, no. He's going to sack you once, and it's going to be thoroughly unpleasant.
Didn't Snoop Hudley play the last game last week?
He came in like in the fourth quarter after Lamar threw 5 touchdowns, and then Snoop threw 1.
Yeah, they did to the Dolphins what the Dolphins did earlier to the Broncos.
Yep. The turntabled. Yes.
I don't know what's up with the Dolphins are just a weird team.
They are
But also Jalen Waddle was injured, so I feel like they're kind of.
But the pass rushers were injured too.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, they're
But
just.
wait, I would say Miami's offense is like up and down. It has its ebbs and flows. And I mean, they stopped the Cowboys. Cowboys throw 30, 40 points a game.
But their defense is injured now. The Ravens take players out. So I think the Dolphins, I think they reek of a one and done team to me.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
I need
and I think
they are scheduled to play the Colts right now, so that's pretty great sounding for me.
No, wait, time out. We're not on the show. Save this quality. I was like, too much football. Not enough nonsense. How's
All
everyone's
right,
New Year's?
speaking of news, Diddy got accused again.
I was going to start a little bit more cheerful. I know
That is cheerful. Depending on who you ask.
I'm not I said, it's not my millionaire dollars that are getting targeted.
Diddy at home talking about never would have made it.
how many is that total for
I think he has 3.
3? Okay.
Well, excluding Cassie, that's 2.
Okay.
But total it was 3.
Okay.
But there's 17 women that have accused him of something, but there's 3 lawsuits against him. One was
fuck,
already
that's
dismissed.
Cosby numbers.
Oh, no.
Not yet.
Nah,
These are
dog.
only civil cases, so they're asking for monetary.
Bro, why are you trying to compare a freshman to a veteran?
Jesus Christ. Was it Cosby's
That might be the worst joke you've ever told, actually.
I'm just saying, don't compare. These are terrible situations, but Cosby is horrible.
Cosby
is
was
a
like
vet.
it was like 50 something, right?
Yeah, it was 17 to 56 kind of thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, no disrespect to the women in this chat, but these women look busted as fuck, man.
Oh my God!
We had to imagine them 30 years ago.
30 years ago, they would look busted as fuck. I'm like, man, he has low self-esteem.
An abusive man having low self-esteem.
Go on.
Jordan Boy says one thing and show that gotta leave me like, nigga, what were you gonna ask? We done on this subject.
Wait. How was everybody's New Year's?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, hold on. Chopped and screwed. What the fuck just happened? Leaving the nigga completely speechless. New Year's was dope. I was telling Marcos, man, I'm just tired. I was like, I don't know, it leaves you tired for a little bit.
Absolutely.
It should not, we should get 2 days off. I don't know who I should tell about this.
I mean, I had 2 days off. Well, no, I didn't.
No, I meant New Year's was Sunday, and I needed 2 days to recover from
Technically,
Sunday.
I had 2 days because I didn't do jack shit today and watch movies. That was it.
See, I'm jealous. I had to wake up and immediately give a presentation to my C-suite. And I was like, this is not fun for me to do the day after New Year's Day. I understand why, I like my job, but man, that shit was
Horrible, rough.
I was like, yeah, I need New Year's Day and New Year's Day, my buddy, he had last week off and this week off, and I said that's the best pairing.
Absolutely.
Don't get the pre-Christmas week off. No, give the week off here and then the first week of the New Year off. That is the best. But yeah, I was out. I went out to a bar and then just drank and then went back home.
Which bar did you go to?
Dogwood.
Dogwood?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So we went to, we were just supposed to pre-drink there, and then just there's a house party, meeting up with Gertz. There was just all sorts of things. But the weird thing is that they were dropping a keg at midnight.
What?
Yeah. Once it was like 11 o'clock, I was like, Marcos is too drunk to get here.
Well, it was. We were there since 8:30, and we were drinking responsibly. But it's just we just kept waiting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like. Jordan said he was going to be here. He said he'll be here in an hour, and it was 9. And then I was like, cool. Well, Jordan's here. And then, now JJ said he'll be here in an hour. Mm-hmm. Now we're an hour away from watching a keg fall.
Yeah.
No,
I don't begrudge it at all.
By the way, I missed because I was getting everybody else shots.
Yeah.
And so Carol, Marco's girl, came in. It's like, you missed the keg. And it's like, I gave her a hug and Happy New Year and all this other shit. I'm like, fuck. But I got a drink from the keg. That's good.
No. I was, Doc was a little not bougie, but it was like how to put it.
It's where
it's West 6.
Yeah.
So it's like West 6. Yeah. So they ain't dropping.
It's where people
kegs.
pretend to be.
But shout out
bougie.
the general manager over there was like, hey yo, good energy. I'm like, I appreciate that. He was like, you want shots on the house? I said, you ain't gonna tell me twice with this economy. I was like, but nah, they were pretty cool with it because they do the complimentary champagne at the hour.
Yeah.
And they were like, we have so much champagne. It's complimentary all night. So everyone was just drinking champagne. So that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I know you were karaoke-ing.
Yeah, Samantha and I went to Common Interest at karaoke. They gave out free champagne shots for the hour. We had a few drinks there. Then we went home and watched Dumb and Dumber and ate Whataburger. It was great.
Why is that? You know what? I was so hungry after drinking so badly. I was like, man, I need to get something to eat because I'm fat and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So I was going to Whataburger. There was a line out the wazoo. Then I went to P. Terry's, a line. So I was like, fuck, I got to go to McDonald's, shit. And it led me to 2 observations. The first observation was it was full of shit and there was couples out the wazoo in these lines. I'm like, why the fuck are there couples here?
Because look, I don't know what it is. There's the instinct, and I think it happens every time. I've realized it happens every time I'm drinking. Unless we're at Bolton, where I can just get food immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
And even there, sometimes I'll be leaving. I'm like, I don't know. I crave this orange and white.
Right.
Where is it? Where's Whataburger? Like you start getting an itch.
I'm Pookie from Newcastle.
Yeah, they're calling me.
Whataburger just immediately hits the soul.
It does. But I didn't even get a chance to get them.
But usually I think that it's just easy. Like a lot of the times I'm not trying to get back to the crib or Uber Eats the whole night. No, I'm just trying to go get my shit on the way home from where I'm at and then bounce out.
But see, that led me to my second observation. I was like, that's the reason why there's a lot of couples here. Because I kept thinking that it's not the guys that are here just primarily for themselves to get food. They're realizing that all this alcohol my girl been drinking, I know her coochie is dry as shit. I better rehydrate the fuck out of her. She is not going to chafe my dick today. New Year's Eve, I'm having sex.
We just wanted Whataburger.
We did not want to wait in line on the other end of our equation.
We didn't either. We used Uber Eats.
Well, no, we didn't. I don't think I was like, no one's going to deliver right now in the middle of the night. So
No, they delivered.
JJ's phone was dead. He had to fucking sneak his way into the apartment. But
Never change, Jordan. I love that you're authentic to you.
But I ended up making all my kids chicken nuggets.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We ate all her nuggets. They were dino nuggets too, by the way.
Vintage.
Dino nuggets.
65 million years in the making, aged like a fine wine. But it's chicken meat, so it's probably bad.
Then I finally saw Barbie. I'd seen it in passing, but I'd never actually seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for everything that this was built up about it being like man hater, it's very politically woman empowering. I'm like, this is neither. Like, this is yeah. I'm like, this is just kind of The Office kind of level of humor. And
I think it's better than that, but
everything is no. It's. I'm not saying that it's that level. I'm saying that it's like that. Every joke is funny because it's awkward, not because like.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah.
But by the way, I heard you guys review Godzilla and The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
And I told these two here, I said, out of those two, I actually like Godzilla better.
Yeah.
The Boy and the Heron was slow.
I like Godzilla a lot
It
more.
was slow building, and at points I'm just confused. I'm like, who is this lady? Who that lady? Who's this dude? Like, what are the parakeets? What are their purpose?
So apparently I learned through TikTok today you had to do homework to understand that movie.
Because it's a Miyazaki bio film, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, which I don't know a ton about his childhood.
Yeah.
Lots of parakeets, apparently.
Apparently so.
When we were watching it, I was like, it felt like two separate movies. It went from being like, I guess minor spoiler, it went from being like about a boy coming to accept his stepmother as his mother to an old man playing Jenga to hold the universe together. And I was like, where'd this come from? It felt a little like, Scar! And there's a lot to like about it from an artistic standpoint.
It is.
But I'm with you. Godzilla's probably my favorite movie of the year.
Well,
I like Godzilla a lot.
I think what Godzilla did was, and I think this is kind of like an interesting with Miyazaki. You know what to expect.
Yeah.
Godzilla, I was not prepared for it to have the depth that it did.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it such a and I think that works with any movie, right? It's what kind of makes lasting impact with things is when you're not. When you're such a long acclaimed franchise and people kind of have an expectation of what you're going to produce, there was no man telling me prior, it releasing and people kind of giving context that, oh, this is going to be a different Godzilla movie. Like, I don't know if I would, I'm still going to go check it out, but I was like, it's going to be Godzilla, whatever. Yeah. But then you can tell from minute one, the way it's shot, what they're doing, all the slow pace and things of that nature. It just delivers in a different way that a Miyazaki film does. Now, granted, I haven't seen The Boy and the Heron yet.
It's pretty good, I think.
But I mean, like, how do I put it? I know that it's always just like for a Miyazaki film, it's always going to be held at a little bit of a different standard, right?
True. Yes, yeah.
And I think that's like
it is not one of his best.
Yeah.
And
completely agree.
Yeah.
And it's totally fine. And I think that's also okay to say like, hey, it's not one of his best because not one of his best is still
better
probably
than most.
Better than a lot of movies.
But you have to think about it. Do you want to end off on that film? Because this is supposedly the last film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they've said that multiple times.
They've said that twice before already.
Yeah.
The first time being in
He'll be
2012.
back. He'll be back with Spirited Away too.
Yeah.
But I feel like Godzilla was more of the actual creature. Godzilla was more of a background to the story actually about the human dynamic.
Yeah,
because Godzilla is a metaphor for survivor's guilt.
Yes.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Damn.
I always think Godzilla's at his best when Godzilla himself is allegorical for something, whether in the first one it's the nuclear bomb or in Shin Godzilla it's the Japanese government's inability to handle natural disasters. And in this one, it's PTSD, it's trauma.
I think it's a lot of like actually, damn, when you phrase it like that, Japan's government must be terrible in the 1900s.
Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
So I've not seen Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla, it's very different. And what surprised me the most with Godzilla -1 was how much I liked all the characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shin Godzilla, it doesn't have that character element to it. It's very much like you can tell it's a bunch of Japanese filmmakers who are not happy with their government. And it's like, we're going to make you look like a bunch of jackasses because this whole movie is going to be like, what if Godzilla actually attacked? And all this bureaucratic red tape gets in the way. And the movie's kind of funny because of it. Like they're like having like, well, what can we do about this? And like you see Godzilla just like walking down the street, and they're having like board meetings about it.
Well, in this movie, I mean, in Godzilla -1, they straight up were like, well,
UN's not helping.
Yeah, they're like, well, the government can't really step in. We got private citizens. We know y'all. We know y'all retired, but y'all love your country.
Things are
We
awkward.
don't care about the government. The government don't give a shit about you. Let's do it ourselves.
Things are awkward with Russia right now. With the world, the rest of the world can't really get involved.
It's like, damn. It's
This
like,
thing breathes nuclear bombs.
Right.
and then at the very least, they're like, we should be evacuating people, and they're like, whoa, government doesn't want to let people know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that part. I was like, what?
As if people didn't know, which is hilarious.
Motherfucker throws up nuclear bombs. But no, to your point, like, no, definitely how do I put it? A fantastic film. And I think the other thing that it does that I don't think a lot of monster movies does, and Godzilla is pretty good with it, but I do love how Godzilla does not wait until 10 minutes, 30 minutes into the movie. Godzilla's in this bitch 5 minutes in.
Oh, you see him.
Motherfucker shows up.
Early
you see him full shot. Not like
Yeah, this is not the Diddy version or the what's that version back in 2006 where you just only see the face. What's that version? Like that was the worst version. Diddy did the soundtrack to that.
Is that
was
the
98.
The Matthew Broderick one?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's
yeah.
98. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn,
We
okay.
we rewatched it recently. It
Yeah.
sucks ass.
It does.
It's
That
really
was the
bad.
first movie I ever saw where I realized movies could be bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was like the Phantom Menace, I think.
No matter, so like watch Roots.
but it was yeah, no,
I ain't showing no 8-year-old roots.
Is Godzilla in it?
there are monsters in it.
Slavery is the monster.
Godzilla's an allegory for slavery.
That's us free.
Man, I was about to make a bad joke. Never mind. No.
I done made a coochie joke.
No. I'm good. Ooh, I ain't gonna get caught.
Are you in your head writing a Godzilla movie set in the Atlantic slave trade?
No. But I did. No, don't worry about it. No, we're going.
I think you're 100% writing that movie.
Nah.
Godzilla has been set in topical times.
I know.
Yeah.
Why that motherfucker be on a plantation, dog? Like, there's no building. Like, topical shit. Well, nothing. He's just like, why are you here?
I think he's supposed to represent Japan's history in some way. A little weird, Godzilla. Come on here.
Hey,
That song of the South with Godzilla. That's Sammy's favorite. No,
I just actually kind of want to see it now. Just deep south.
right.
There's not buildings here, dude.
I'm lost.
You're gonna have people mixing Zippity Doo Dah with the Godzilla theme. Bum, 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 bum. No, we don't need that.
Godzilla band featuring the Jizz Whalers.
Oh man.
It's
Shout out to Tino for the for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs, giving the community a little. Sorry, you can't be saying that.
I do not want a Tarantino Godzilla movie.
but
No.
my head actually kind of also a dark place kind of on this same line of thought, but it was just like, oh, he's here to save us. No, he's not, because that's not what Godzilla does. Like
That's what I was so confused about, because I thought for the longest Godzilla was the protagonist. I didn't know he was an
That's
antagonist.
because we grew up watching 80s Godzilla movies on TNT for like the longest
He's protag, anti-hero,
Really?
little girl sidekick, and then
Villain.
villain is an understatement. Menace. I said this in our review last time. When motherfucker rolls up and he's like, "I'm not here to eat you. I'm here to fuck with you."
Yeah.
Just sends a nigga flying. I'm like, what?
He doesn't eat anybody. He just bites and throws them like miles.
Bro,
He's
I
a
saw it, I
menace.
was like, God damn.
He's like,
I need pictures of Godzilla. He's a menace, a criminal.
I love how he shows up. He shows up on their block and he's like, "Okay, y'all think y'all can do something, huh? What's all this running? I'm gonna breathe on y'all."
Yeah, I like in Godzilla -1, he's just mad. Like, there's one point where he just turns at a building and be like, what the fuck you looking at? He just tackles it.
Y'all gonna shut up with that reporting?
Guys, Godzilla, it's a building. It literally can't move.
Diary of the Mad Black Godzilla.
Yeah, that's, bro. Someone
Tyler Perry Godzilla movie.
He got a Medea wig and glasses.
God. Oh Lord.
I'm just saying right now, it's a very crowded field. At least for me, as a movie file kind of thing, where it's just like. The last time I went to the movies, I was trying to pick between Ferrari, Napoleon, Poor Things, and
Born out there.
something. I think something else, and I was just like, damn, it's just a really crowd. Oh, Iron Claw, that was the other one. I'm like, damn, there's so much out, and that's why we're gonna do a movie award show in February.
I think the is there any before we flip gears, is there any movies, I guess, early 2024 that have like already piqued people's interest?
Early 2024, maybe that Clarence movie, because I have no idea what it is.
Clarence,
Yeah, Clarence.
That's,
Oh yeah.
I just want to know what it is.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We were saying that at the bar. It's like, what is the tone of this movie? I can't tell.
I'm just like, I think,
Curious,
again.
but I can't tell.
I'd rather you leave me guessing going into a movie than letting me know everything and then some, with like how some trailers do. Because I think I've watched 2 trailers on that movie, and I'm literally like, I still don't know what the fuck y'all are about, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, but I don't know. I like least used to, because movies are an investment. It costs me like $30 to $40 every time I go see a movie. In the sense of you count movie tickets $20, one drink and popcorn.
Yeah. Cut the popcorn, get the wings.
right.
I'll be at Alamo Draft House, get the wings every time.
I don't like Alamo Draft House food. That's just me.
Seats.
The seats are fine.
I'm actually the inverse. I think the food's fine. I think their seats suck.
Which location? Because their seats have gotten better at some of them.
I go to Lakeline.
I go to
Okay.
Lakeline. Those seats are trash.
I go.
AMC's are nice.
As I was about to say, I actually haven't been to Lakeline. I go to the weird one.
Village?
Yeah.
They just redid their seats recently. They're much more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't like the Alamo Draft House. I'll go to Cinemark in Pflugerville because the seats are kind of wide and they recline. They're built for big men, so I just take that.
Me and the last time I was at Alamo, which was for Aquaman 2.
Ooh. I'm not.
No, you ain't the one. No, you ain't the one who had to watch it, dog.
Made more money than the Marvels.
Boy, get out of here.
No, it did 100%.
I know. I'm just saying, boy, get out of here. That's not a feat.
Wrong don't make
I
it
was
right.
gonna say, like, folks working McDonald's on New Year's Eve made more money than the Marvels.
Actually, they probably made more money than every movie that came out in December, really.
Yeah.
Hire me to audit some of these Hollywood films. I'm gonna find where these dollars losing, because $15 million on Godzilla is criminal. How we begin some nonsense with some of this other shit. And The Creator, another movie.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't like
Small
like
budget.
if you don't like the story, the way it looks
Great.
for 70 to I think it was 70 to 80 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A24 in a nutshell. It's just so I mean, look, I'm cool with actors getting paid, but like you gotta be like some sort of pullback here if it's not gonna be like a $200 million movie. I think we should get back to the expectation that should be like mind blowing. Like there should be no excuses for why there are things that are looking in disarray with VFX, sound effects, things.
I mean, the patch bringing up Indiana Jones was $200 million. I didn't see that
I
movie.
haven't seen it yet, but I haven't even got through all of the Indiana Jones yet.
I never saw Crystal Skull, so I don't.
Samantha and I watched it recently. It sucks ass. It's weird because like there are parts of it where it's like, oh yeah, this feels like a Spielberg movie in a good way.
Yeah.
And then there are other parts of it where it's just like, what the hell is going on? Why are there aliens in Indiana Jones? And I don't want to hear. I've heard this argument. It's like, well, aliens are more feasible than the Ark of the Covenant. It's not about feasibility with Indiana Jones. It's about tonality and fit. It'd be like someone pulling out a lightsaber in Harry Potter. He'd be like, what the fuck is that doing there? It's just out of place. It's not about feasibility.
Well, you're not into the fanfics.
You are
into
correct.
lore.
Nor will I ever be.
Point. There's 2 films I just thought of it that I'm interested in. The Civil War film, because I actually think that's pretty interesting story.
It's written by a British person.
I know who wrote it.
Yeah, okay.
I already know who wrote it and directed. But he's actually one of my favorite directors. Actually. Annihilation is an underrated film. If you haven't seen it,
I love Annihilation.
Ex Machina, great films.
Oh yeah, they're good.
But the second film, it flipped my mind. But that was one of the films I wanted to see was a Civil War film.
I mean, I'm interested because don't know how it's going to turn out. Other than that, Furiosa is probably the other one I'm interested in.
Yeah, Furiosa.
Night Swim looks like shit.
I was going to see that.
Yeah, Samantha and I might go see that.
I'm like, I can give y'all bad reviews.
It has been a minute since I saw the trailer. I was like, no, that's gonna be dog shit. That's gonna be bad. Like, I don't know what y'all guys are going for. What is the? It's like I was very because Night Swim. You know what you should do? Here you go. All you need to do about the horrors of swimming at night. There doesn't need to be a monster. There didn't be any creatures. Show niggas swimming in the ocean at night. There you go. Night Swim. A horror movie in and of itself.
The ocean's already scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But at night? Oh.
Are you saying niggas in general or black folks trying to swim at night?
Shut up! No more!
I see what you were saying with that correlation.
No! Just the ocean.
Wait.
No, you're on.
The last film I wanted to see was Alien Romulus. Fede Alvarez, who did the recent Evil Dead and Silent. What was that movie? Not Don't Speak, but it was the one that robbers robbed that blind guy.
Yeah.
Don't breathe. Yeah.
So he did those films. I want to see it. I mean, the last Alien movie was trash, but I just want to see it because I like Fede Alvarez a little bit. So we'll see how it goes.
I just, because there's no comic movies really next. There's two, I think. One DC and one Marvel. The Marvel one is Deadpool 3, and the DC one, I don't even know what it is. But
I don't care for either.
I don't care for either, but I'm just like, I can finally enjoy cinema like 3 months at a time. Like, there is no like, oh, I'm excited for Thor 8 months from now, and we'll get a trailer 4 months from now, kind of thing. Like, we're all.
I also feel like when, again, getting back to some better pacing, which hopefully sticks. When it's 1 or 2 a year, I don't have to hate on you like I have been these last. I'm like, hey, look, by the time Deadpool comes around, because look, the last Superhero movie, last Marvel movie, I've been on my Marvel stand. This last year, I said I'm not gonna go see none of the movies, and I didn't go see any of the movies because when you say you're not gonna see something, you
gotta stick to it.
You gotta stick to it. I'm a man of my word.
What was the last one you saw?
In theaters?
Aquaman. We know this.
Oh, no, which DC even got that list longer. The last one I saw was, what was the one in 2022 going into 2023?
You probably saw Black Panther.
I was gonna say,
I did see
Forever.
Yeah, I did see Black Panther.
Okay,
did that come out last year?
Yes.
Yeah, then that technically
or it came out in 2022.
Yeah, it came out like at the end. Of
November.
Yeah, okay, so I kept to my word. All right, but yeah,
I'm gonna come out of retirement for my people.
But I think that what they got to realize, and hopefully, I just think that more studios should look at some of the best movie perform or best like award received or acclaimed movies of the year. Where I don't care if you're a superhero, I don't care what theme you're in. You just got to come with creativity and great writing, and it'll sell 95% of what you're wanting to do. Again, Godzilla, 15 million. The movie, like in recent memory, that I still think holds the candle of like one of the best movies I've seen. Like, period. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, it's so unique. It's its own fresh breath. There's like so many people. There's so many things that you can do with all that money, all that budget, all that talent that you don't. And you just can't. That can't keep on. How to put it? That can't keep on happening. Now, granted. God, I don't poke the comic book bear again, but this is just also a testament to how iterative.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Do it.
Now, because I was saying this also speaks to some of the iterative nature of comic book movies. Like, if that makes sense, like they do recycle certain storylines and certain themes and things of that nature. And so, unless you're establishing new characters, it's really hard to but even with new characters, they do have to get their origin. They do have to get their arc. That it's very hard to. It's very hard to get completely holistically new and fresh takes. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm not saying they have the budget and time to do it, but it's just very but the establishment and the patience for establishment isn't quite as lenient as it might have been in 2008 leading up into now the Avengers with DC doing what they're trying to do. But I'm excited to see what, whenever we get to that point, DC finishing out their things. I think that the Marvel and DC have two very different problems. DC has I think the worst part of Aquaman is you literally are just like, what does this mean? What does this count towards? What is this? What is this? That's what I thought. I was like, with Blue Beetle, no, like, what is this? With Flash, what is this? what is going on with
like
all,
they're not connected?
They're not connected and not good stories inherently and of themselves, with the exception of Blue Beetle, which is on its own little island. But I was like, Aquaman, what is this? You don't have to connect to anything if you're telling a good story, but you're not telling a good story, so you better be connected to something. Right. So I'm like, no, but you're not doing anything here. It's not
completely overlooking that Shazam came out this year too, didn't it?
Oh, it was a huge bomb.
Yeah,
huge
bomb.
Yeah.
And then
DC, a lot of their stuff feels very reactionary as opposed to inspired.
Yeah.
And people can sniff that shit out real easily.
mean, big time.
I can taste that flavor from a mile away.
Yeah, this is derivative as fuck.
I do want to see that.
Man,
But yes, that last trailer.
I know, because it started out like this could be really funny, and then it turns into a rom-com.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
Fuck, I don't need no more notebooks.
I thought it was gonna be like, you know, like an offshoot, like maybe like that Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah.
Just like
You know, the Black Harry Potter school. Like,
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot of different like positions it could have gone, and I think it chose the one that I don't want to write it off because I mean it could be very inspired, very funny.
Yeah.
But
we know it ain't.
Yeah, like that. Man, that first, like the first 30
trailer.
seconds, I was
Is
like,
It looks so interesting.
Is it a January movie?
no.
I think it's later in the year, maybe.
I think it's does it come out in Black History Month? I think it does. I think it comes out in February. I think it does.
man, switch the gears.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marco. I will be the host today on Commitment to Mexcellence. Behind me in the shades, though,
The Unabomber.
I thought it was Lindsay Lohan.
Hi, my name is Clayton. Nice to see y'all again.
Trying to change your name, Jordan.
I told you about my government name. It's Muhammad Shabazz.
across from Clayton, we got.
It's TJ. You chose an interesting week to show up here.
You better not start with me today.
Yeah, you did.
This is the show to start with you on. Don't blame me.
Oh, don't. Oh, you know what?
That was a bold decision, sir.
You're not gonna get my blood pressure right up today. No, you not.
Yes, I will.
I don't think that's his fault. I blame your team, sir.
I ate pork this morning.
Oh man.
Well, you still haven't introduced yourself, sir.
Oh, I mean, the camera wasn't on me. It's TJ. What's up? And then next to me.
Hi, I'm Patrick or Gertz. I'm perpetually angry.
Well, before you get angry, I think this first story will make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it deals with advertising. You're our advertising guy here.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So we did a segment. Well, the first year that we did this, I don't think we could do it every year kind of thing. But we did a pick'em for bowls. And
Oh, yeah.
These guys don't follow college football for the most part. So
No.
We did better this year.
Yeah. And then Dion started losing, and I checked out.
What up, Tellentry?
So one of the biggest experiments in marketing is the bowl game. And this made me want to bring the segment this one particular bowl game because I felt like it was going to be crazy. And it was.
It just went off the fucking rails, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, now, granted, we haven't explained the bowl game, but if you're going to be a bowl game of anything akin to a mascot, do it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it interesting.
And who are the two teams playing in this bowl game?
Let me look it up real quick.
Exactly.
I know one of them.
They don't matter. So if it's two teams that don't matter,
It's Utah State.
you do
No,
this.
it was Kansas State and like New NC State, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make an event out of a game where no one gives a damn about either team? Like this.
Right.
Well, first thing that I wanted to see, because I thought it was amazing, is the fucking trophy. And when I saw this, I had to make it.
Dude, now time out.
That's got to be available on eBay already.
Because look, That would single-handedly, if I saw that in my freshman year of college, I would be on the team next year. I'm making it.
Next year, I'm going to try out for the team next year. Like, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
But it has 2 Pop-Tarts coming up the football.
Yep. What flavor?
It
Strawberry.
looks like blue. What's it?
Actually toast?
I don't know if it actually toasts.
It better. It fucking better.
Now that's strawberry for sure.
Where's the blue one?
Blueberry.
It's not blue. The top is red.
No, he said, what is the blue one?
Oh,
What is the blue
blueberry,
flavor?
And it wasn't like blue with like a purple stripe going down it or something.
No, that's no. So
That was a different flavor.
So no.
The wild green Spider-Man?
Thank you. I was like, don't make me be fat. Okay. It's purple, blue stripes, wild berry.
Okay.
Okay, and then depending on your color coloration, all right, white with rainbow sprinkles can be strawberry, or white with red sprinkles is probably cherry.
Cherry. Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite was the frosted cinnamon
I'm
ones.
going to Walgreens tonight.
The frosted. Who said ooh to the frosted cinnamon ones?
No, I thought you said that was your favorite. I was like, ew.
It is my favorite.
Oh yeah, you mean brown sugar? You mean brown sugar cinnamon?
Yes.
That's not bad.
It's like a snickerdoodle, dude.
Yeah,
it's
it's not
great.
bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Hey yo, slash his tires.
Paco Bougie, he likes toasted strudels.
So I accidentally clicked on the picture because I just had it there floating on Google Images, and then it says the Pop-Tarts trophy is the peak of human innovation.
Absolutely.
I genuinely think that's a cool trophy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that's a bad design trophy. Like, pull it back up. Like, I don't think that's a bad design trophy at all. That's great.
Pretty dope.
If it's for the Pop-Tart Bowl, it better fucking look like that.
It has Pop-Tarts on the side.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even catch that. Holy shit. Yeah.
So if they have a Pop-Tart bowl, I'm assuming next year is going to be a Kellogg's Fruity Pebbles bowl.
I mean,
No, they have a Tony the Tiger Bowl.
They did have a
Fuck that
Cheez-Its
shit.
Bowl.
they had a Cheez-It bowl too, but
Yeah.
it was just a
bowl
glass
full of
bowl.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, it was just a glass bowl that held
Good
Cheez-It.
as shit I've ever seen.
I'd eat it.
Get what these kids get. They don't get scholarships. No, get these niggas boxes of cheeses on their way out the stadium. That's what they get.
It's better than winning the Jimmy Fallon Bowl.
Ew.
We talked about that. You want the Man Show on DVD, Jordan?
For the trampoline. Yeah.
The triple.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right. It was the Jimmy Kimmel
I was
Bowl.
like, man, so Jimmy Fallon? Ew.
The next iconic bowl, you got the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl,
Yeah.
Pop-Tart Bowl.
Hey,
Well-
that should be.
If the trophy wasn't enough to win you over, because
You don't
There
even
was a-
need to continue. It is.
there was a legend that came out of this, the Pop-Tart Man.
Oh, yeah.
That is cute.
Throws his little sign away.
Along with his life.
Yep.
Oh, I saw that. It's edible.
He's dead
Turned
as
it
fuck.
into a giant cake.
Holy shit. That's the best thing ever. That is dope.
I respect that they went all out. For
Yes.
I do too.
it, right?
on.
If you're gonna market iconically.
Yeah.
Like Tony the Tiger should have been fucking coked out on fruit, fucking Frosted Flakes, and that shit out to players. It's like,
Run around punching people for no reason. Picking fights.
So wait, you got the
goes into the ref.
you got the Pop-Tart. Tony.
Trapping fee on meth?
Right. You got the Pop-Tart, you got the Tony the Tiger. So let's do a Pearl Mining Company bowl next year and put Aunt Jemima in a football suit. Come on, let's do that. I'm giving y'all ideas. Take it.
No more.
Why?
No more.
What?
Stop
Why
it.
can't
Actually,
we?
Chester Cheetos would have been a funny mascot to have there.
Oh, yeah.
would be
It would be a
nice.
football covered with orange fingerprints. That'd be great.
How did I put it?
Broha apparently went to K-State. He's like,
No.
I can't tell you how proud I am that the K-State of her having that trophy. You can probably go see it, actually.
I'm trying to think like who would be like a good nod because before this you were thinking the Pop-Tarts as a mascot. We can't give like something that's already pre-established. Gotta give something that we're not expecting. Like what's a food stuff that doesn't really have like a mascot? Pop-Tarts just has a a name
Gushers.
brand.
I mean,
Bro,
Yeah.
I would definitely do that.
basically the fruit snacks bowl.
well, Rakeen is asking for the Pornhub Bowl.
Ba-dum-dum.
Sponsored by Jimmy Garoppolo.
That one would have to be in Vegas, actually. He's right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Pornhub Bowl would not go through, but I'll be all for it. Not the Ford logo. Now we get
Oh yeah.
too deep. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
That'd
think
just be a trophy full of vomit.
Right.
I was about to say, I don't
Whole
think
audience passed out.
I don't think alcohol can sponsor this thing, or else there'd definitely be a Bud Light Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do people want to drink beer? I mean, the beer percentage went down this year or last year.
Oh, there should be a White Claw bowl then. Seltzers are the new thing.
Teddy Grahams. I'm all
Teddy
for it.
Grahams.
Teddy Grahams will be fine.
Yeah.
Dunkaroos. Bring it back. The Dunkaroo Bowl.
Every touchdown, you get to jump in frosting.
Oh my God.
Yep.
It'd be like Ezekiel Elliott going to the
Yeah.
Salvation
Yeah.
Army thing.
Except it's filled with something.
And the winner gets to box a real kangaroo.
Dog,
Fuck you up.
dog. I would put my money on the kangaroo any match.
Absolutely.
Against professional boxers, bro.
Is there no Oreo bowl?
No, there's no Oreo
There's no
Bowl.
Oreo bowl?
No.
No.
Well,
Man, I think. Well, let's be real here. There's something like, it was probably like, pish posh. We're too good for that shit.
Right.
What about the Tampico Bowl?
But y'all get mad because I want to do Pearl Mine, and he said Topeka.
Well, we drank it here on the show, or Tommy had to.
yeah.
It's relevant.
Which, by the way,
Which actually, time out. We found out the Tampico little drinks, like they're not that
actually
bad.
pretty good.
They're not because remember they were like the.
Oh, I thought they were tasty.
Yeah,
I never
they're-
had them before.
They're good mixers too. I would say that.
no, Sam just thought it would be funny. It just failed. But I fail all the time at punishing you guys, so it's whatever.
Where is Tommy? Is he hiding from his punishment?
Well, the
right
funny
now?
thing is they're stacking. Like,
Yeah,
if he
I know.
loses again this week, like,
It's
just
over.
gonna dump.
6 weeks of
Waterbowl him. And, what is it?
Yeah. Waterboard him.
Waterboard him with fucking spinach.
Yeah. And carrots.
Please, no more. We'll sit him down. Time to a chair and have him watch glitter.
I actually like that Rakeem brought up the Nintendo Bowl.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
great.
That'd be
Yeah.
cute.
Little Super Mario. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, how old are these kids now in college? 20 years old. So like they're born like 2003 and
Yeah,
shit.
bro, they don't remember 9/11.
Well, they weren't around for it. But, I mean, what would they be nostalgic for?
Nostalgic for
Yeah, that would be like what you want to name the bowl after.
I know cartoon wise, as kids, they probably watched Dora Explorer because that's what my cousins
Stop
watched at that age.
SpongeBob Bowl.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
No.
But SpongeBob is universal. That show's been going on since like '98 and
Also-
it barely ended like 3 years
Now, time
ago.
out. And
It's still going.
It's
isn't
still
it?
going.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And SpongeBob hasn't. And SpongeBob and Nickelodeon got the hookup with the NFL. They ain't
That's
really here with
true.
these kids shit.
Yeah. They got a Super Bowl to host together.
Men.
They literally had a song in the movie, Now That We're Men.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
Who got next?
on from this, we have 2 more college games. Did anybody catch the playoff games last week? I think
Yes.
I thought this was the
I
best.
watched the Alabama, Michigan, but I didn't watch the Texas and Washington.
They were both really, really good.
Really Yeah. good.
This year's was way better for both, just in terms
Absolutely.
of competitive. And even though Texas lost because we're dumb shit.
I thought you guys
Well,
were going to win.
got there. That's a good
No,
feat
I
right
mean,
there.
You had it on like the 20 with 30 seconds left. I thought you had it.
Yeah. But a 6-point loss is not bad.
No, it's not.
Fair.
It's a 1-score game.
I was about to say, like, you say that you lost. You didn't make like the dumbest decision that Nick Saban did in
No.
overtime.
Oh,
Nick
that
Saban
was-
was-
wrong?
Yeah.
What the fuck was
He
that?
was successful up until that point.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking to myself, why did did he slip or did he intentionally dove behind his line?
It was also not a great snap either.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
This is shit that killed me in that game. Let me just go off just for a few seconds, okay?
Go ahead.
There were 2 bad snaps by the center,
Yeah.
and it was just the center's fault. But Kurt Herbstreit, which I think is a absolute shit of a commentator, Kurt Herbstreit was like, that's not all the center's fault. Jalen Milroe, he need to know how to snap, field those balls. Bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? That is the center fuck up. Why are you blaming Jalen Miller? That he should have filled that. Shut up, bitch. Just don't comment on any more games at this particular point. Like, it was just like the dumbest comment that he made. That was just like, what are you talking about? That's the center's fault. We fucked up because of the center. So, yeah. But other than that last play, I thought they could have ran a sweep.
Yeah.
They went right behind the center and the guard, and he looked like he just dove and just didn't get no progress now whatsoever.
It didn't even look like Michigan had to touch him. It was like
They did?
Yeah, he fell. I was like, oh, thanks.
They did.
Well, the better cheaters won.
Someone put online, I guess it's not true that cheaters never win.
Yeah.
It's like cheaters won last night.
Well, Jim Harbaugh's excuse was like, well, we didn't really have to cheat. It's like that. No one asked you that.
Right, bitch.
We asked you if you did or you didn't, and you said you did.
We cheated out of want, not obligation.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to do this thing I'm not allowed to do. I didn't need to do it, so let me off.
I do think it's funny that they're still a little under investigation, so
Yeah.
this could end up being redacted at the end of the year.
I would love it. I like how he went from saying we're America's team when
Yeah.
he first got accused, and then like 3 days later he's like, I accept the suspension.
It picks up on Mike.
Oh. But yeah, he accepted the suspension, so it's like you already kind of just admitted.
But here's a big
that
question.
You've cheated.
Does that make the argument that the right teams were in Texas and Alabama?
Oh, I don't think Michigan should have been let in because they cheated.
Fair.
That's how I feel
I
about
also
it.
think that even though they lost to Alabama, I think that Georgia should have been still in the playoffs. In my honest opinion.
Yeah, because then they lose 1 out of like 26 games.
They were back-to-back champions.
Yeah.
They just lost to Alabama by, what, 3 points?
Yes, and it was like the last play, right?
No. I think you're arguing the wrong point. Not that Georgia shouldn't have been in. That it's just stupid that there's 4 teams in college playoffs.
Well, this is going to be solved
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
because
this
it's
is
on to 12 next year. So
Yeah.
it's like Utah
Okay.
State can be in it. So,
Well, thank goodness. Maybe I'll watch. No.
But yeah, I saw the game yesterday, and I watched the Florida State game, actually, the Florida State in Georgia.
Yeah,
They gave them that beating,
was it
but it wasn't really
56 to
63 to
Yep.
something. But it wasn't a fair game because, of course, the starting quarterback for Florida State was hurt. The backup quarterback transfer, and they were just playing nothing but freshmen. They beat the dog shit out of them damn freshmen. But it just made the argument that I think Georgia should have been in the playoffs
Yeah.
to me. So,
Who would you have taken out for Georgia if you only had 4?
sorry. Texas. But I will also put Florida State in the spot of Alabama
Okay.
because I think that Florida State should have been there, in my opinion.
because they were undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
I think I disagree fervently.
Of course.
No. But I just think that, like there shouldn't be, and I'm glad they're switching it. But there shouldn't have been this struggle for good teams all getting. It doesn't make sense. It's less money. It's less time.
True.
And look, college football games last for fucking ever. So
They
you get,
do.
bro. I learned that.
Shit was like Lord of the Rings. What the fuck?
Well, when we met up on Saturday for the Cowboys-Lions game, I was like, "Hey, bro, do you want to meet up, like, to watch the
I said absolutely not.
watch the house?"
Dog, the Colorado game this year taught me all I needed to know. There was that one Colorado game that we were up till 2 fucking a.m. That shit started at like.
That shit was awesome. I loved
It was
it.
great. I was just sitting there. I was like, I ain't about to be at a bar till closing.
Right.
Nah, watching this one lasted till like 1.
Oh, shit.
I felt like I went on a journey and I just sat on my couch.
I don't hate it. It's just like I'm like
Yeah.
college football for me is like cool. Any of the daytime games, that'd be fine. But if you're a nighttime game, I'm not watching you out.
Especially on the West Coast. If you
yeah.
playing in the
West Coast night,
Oh, my God. Hell no.
they got time to spare.
Right, right.
Well, that's literally what killed the Pac-12. Is like no one is gonna like, even though USC and UCLA have like these big football names or college names, nobody wants to stay up to midnight or 1 in the a.m.
no.
And Californians are too much of a weak state to support their viewing experience for football.
Well, they don't even support the Rams that won the Super Bowl.
Sammy, how dare you?
You know, it's funny for all the shit that we give Sam about California and football. It's like his favorite team no longer plays in California.
That's true.
The Raiders.
The Raiders were the best example of a franchise. So in California, and they said, "Man, our fans don't support us," and left.
True.
To hell with this.
Yeah.
we're moving to Vegas and bringing Jimmy Garoppolo with us.
Come on, Sex Hub.
Yeah. Jimmy said, "Oh no, it's not like I didn't want to go to Vegas."
Yeah.
And only play 2 games, maybe?
Right.
This just in, Jimmy Garoppolo has been ruled out for today's game with chlamydia.
He's having the time of his life out there.
Hi-yo.
But no, the games were awesome. I'm actually I will be doing my due diligence to keep. And I'll try and spice it up, get the sports show involved. Thinking of a way to get college football, since me and Gertz are not as active of watchers.
Yeah.
I'm already subscribed to a team, but it's fun to think Gertz is not yet. And so
He's subscribed to Colorado?
No, we're all subscribed to Colorado. That's not fair. Colorado gets another year. But I think there's some creative ways to play off that.
I can literally get us tickets to Texas Tech versus Colorado next year.
Does that mean we have to go to Lubbock?
Yep.
Oh God.
How would you like to spend? How would you like to spend $6 all night to drink?
In Lubbock.
Dude, if you get drunk enough, it's like you're not even there.
You got in
I'm in Mexico.
I feel like when you're in love, you get people like, I'll wash myself with a rag on the stick. I feel like that's the type of people you get in love.
Hey, they got good stories.
Yeah, but they do have good stories. We have to fucking be weird and shit.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'd be down for true blue, but I'll have to be 100% colleged up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to be super college mentality. I'm going to the Colorado shit.
Okay.
Then like at halftime switching to Texas shit, and then at end of the game, whoever wins, I'll have their attire on.
We'll have a really great time. I'll take you to the rugby people, and then we can start drinking at 9 a.m. and just keep going.
Give us a
Tailgating all the way through.
Yeah, give us the true blue college experience.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm just going to have to lean into my corniness there.
Yeah.
How do you do, fellow kids? Wear a button-down shirt.
Hey, does anyone have a pop?
Yeah.
Just give me a fake one tooth. I'll be all right. Hey, Mo, get off the goddamn roof. Just make me be that person. I'll take it.
Well,
Or you want to get in my truck?
this will be our only not football topic today.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't even going to talk about this, but then when I saw this meme, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. We should talk about this.
The Los Angeles Lakers have an in-season tournament banner.
That's right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
It's the first inaugural one. First, that's one, and we won it. So why not hang it up and say, hey, we won this shit before any other fucking teams won it?
You say we? I'm
a Lakers fan.
You're a Philly fan. They have a basketball team.
I used to like them. But, I only have 3 teams, right? For basketball, I have Lakers. For football, I have Philly. And for, what was the last one? College, I have University of Miami.
Where are you from? And don't say the earth.
We are the earth.
Where aren't I from?
I'm from a small city of Compton, California. No, I'm from here. I just never been a fan of Texas teams. I think the one team that turned me off of all of that was Dallas.
Okay.
When I heard the Dallas Cowboys talk so much shit about Philadelphia, and they were like, "Oh, y'all ain't got no championship yet. I'm gonna sleep with my mom tonight," and then they do shit like that, and then all of a sudden when we win a championship, oh no, y'all ain't got 5 championships, y'all only just got 1. I'm like, well, fuck, can y'all give us some bit of credit that we did win something?
Damn, that's a long gambit.
Not everybody's like civil as you, TJ.
I mean, I'm not gonna be civil when we get to the football later.
I know.
But yes, I would like to say I'm a bit more reasonable than some. I'll give you that.
Thank
But
you.
I also don't act like Philly fans aren't like toxic
We're
as
rude.
shit.
I mean, we're rude. We're downright rude. I mean, we
Not
booed
right now.
Batteries at Santa Claus.
Yeah, we booed Santa Claus.
Yeah.
We booed Donovan McNabb.
You ate horse shit off the street
Your head
after
is-
you won.
Your head of security fought a player
Yeah,
and then got elevated to the box.
Yo,
I had to give a shout. I was like, that's actually thug as fuck, dog.
he fought a player, and I was like, and he brought security guard too. I'm like, damn, what you fighting security for? But they banned that dude. But we got into a fight with Seattle dude on the sideline, one of the players, and they didn't ban that out. They gave him a $1,600 fine. I'm like, bitch.
It was a slap on the wrist, and then they how do I put it with with Big Dom, they also were like, he could be back on the sideline in the postseason.
Yeah. $16,000 is a small price to pay to never have to buy your own cheesesteak again. Especially when he's built like that. You know the guy's going to get mileage
He's
out of
built
it.
like a brick house next to a warehouse. Like, he's big as shit. But that's what turned me off to Texas teams in generally.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why I like the Miami.
So when did you pick the Eagles? I just want to know how long this game was.
I love Randall Cunningham. That was my favorite quarterback.
So damn, you were like.
So what's the order of operations here? Like,
what do you mean?
Was it Philly first, then the Lakers, then Miami? Like
It was Philly first. Well, actually, University of Miami because
spun a wheel for the basketball teams.
well,
Miami has
basketball. My team is Duke.
Miami
Just
has
saying that.
basketball team, too.
Miami
Good
was
one.
my favorite team back in the 90s
Yeah.
because of the fact that all the rules that are in the NCAA right now was because of University of Miami. They were just like that team that was just like cool to watch, physical, talk big shit.
I think how do I put it? College teams are a bit more unique just because a lot of people like I know so many people who went to a different school and be like, I'm a UT fan because or vice versa. It's like, hey, I went to whatever school I went to. I'm not a Texas fan, so I get that.
Yeah.
The Texas teams thing, the reason I give you a lot of credence there is not because of Dallas, but it's because of the discrepancy between options. It's either you have Dallas, which you hate them to hate, but they're like, it's a tough fan base to jive with. And then you have the Texans who sucked for a long time.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't have many choices.
so you had two options.
Right.
Which is
Texas or
weird
Dallas.
that Texas has two teams and California had three for a while.
Yeah.
When they couldn't even support the 3 or 2 or 1 that they have there now.
I will say that it's actually a story I've heard about 4 or 5 times that are just like, I didn't like the way that Cowboys fans were obnoxious, so I picked a different team. And
I've heard that before.
Yeah, 3 of them picked Eagles. Well, even Andrew picked
the Giants. He's the guy I was referring to. Yeah.
And somebody else, I have another friend that picked the Packers just because she was like, green is my favorite color. So I picked the Packers, and I was a child, and I was like, okay, you just happen to pick the team that hasn't had a bad season in ever.
Yeah. My girlfriend picked the Bengals because it pisses me off.
Smart lady.
She's like, have you ever seen a Bengal kitty? They're so cute. And I'm like, that team's trash. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This is a Steelers household, man. That's true. She called them the Cincinnati Bungholes. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
So yeah, the in-season tournament banner, I guess I'm net neutral. It's weird because my only problem with it is no one knew what the fuck the in-season tournament was until the end of the in-season tournament.
I actually knew what it was because they announced it, I think, last year or the year before that they were going to do something like this. And
Don't do that. Don't you hit that, man. I was on that track before y'all niggas even smelled it.
No, for real.
I'm kidding. Nah,
I was one of those people with Negro Diamonds, but I was like, this is going to be bad. But then I looked and I was like, this is actually pretty cool. I actually love what they did with the courts and everything like that. But getting back onto this, I had no problem with that. The problem that I have is specifically is when folks reach out to these bum ass players like Ron Harper and get their fucking opinion about like get your bald headed ass about this fucking. Nobody wants to talk to you. I don't understand that. So that's the reason why I didn't care about other people's opinions. We have 17 championships. This is something to hang our hat on as well too. We played hard and we got an in-season tournament.
Okay. Well, first off, I don't like you saying we now. Can't be Philly and
I turn this into a Maya Angelou poem. I.
This is like Marcos with his Colts. Yeah. Just pick this team out of the blue.
Because they're blue.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You can have franchises that you respect and appreciate. I say that all the time.
Yes, their NBA team. Like I don't have there's not an NBA team that I say I'm a fan of because I was in a Pittsburgh Steeler house, so we root for the Steelers, we root for the Pirates, which sucks, and we root for the Penguins. If Pittsburgh had a basketball team, we would root for them.
I'm a Texas boy through and through.
Yeah. So when it comes to the NBA, like I tend to root for players because they move around so damn much. So
that's how it is in the NBA.
That's
no
what I'm
longer
saying.
root for the team anymore. You root for the player.
Yeah,
Which
right.
I think they need to fix.
That's
Absolutely.
why, like,
They need to break the players' union. Is that what? That's the only thing that would fix that.
But I have a couple issues with this in-season thing, this in-season tournament. First off, it's not really a tournament because the season is still going. It's not, and you're not.
Does it count towards both, like wins and losses?
It did.
Oh.
It did, but the finals did not.
Right. So,
Dumb as shit.
So yeah, a championship that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No one really knew how it worked. While it was going on, people eventually caught up with it, but it was needlessly complicated. And I don't think it's good for the league because I think it puts a spotlight on mediocre teams.
Ooh.
Do you think the Lakers and the Pacers are championship contenders this year?
No, I'm just thinking. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I do believe that both can be contenders.
Do you know where they're both ranked right now?
I know where the Lakers are.
Are they 7th or 8th?
They are ninth.
Ninth. Oh shit.
But
So
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right. Here's the thing, though.
He's like, yeah, but wait.
There's mine.
It's more. So the NBA changed it to where
The play-in tournament.
the play-in tournament.
Yeah,
so
they'd
they're
be a
in the
play-in
safe
team.
spot.
Yeah, there'd
But-
be a play-in team right now.
But that's a hard spot to be in because not only do you have to play one game or two games, depending on if you lose the first one
right.
or not.
And I like the play-in tournament a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden now you have no time to rest. You have to jump on a plane again and fly to the next team.
Right.
And have to go through a 6 or 7 game series with that. So that's why I don't like the not the in-season tournament, the play-in tournament.
Oh, I like it, man. Creates more elimination games.
True.
Win more games.
Our Lakers,
Yeah,
Lakers did that.
You got to the Western Conference Finals.
It won't happen again
from the play-in
this year,
tournament.
probably. Well, I don't know. It probably would.
But who do you think are the best teams right now in each conference?
Each conference. So
Best team in the West, the best team in the East.
best team in West Minnesota and the Nuggets. Those are the two best teams
in the West.
In the West.
Yeah.
In
The
the
East.
East, Boston is dominating both East and West with the best record.
Right.
Boston, and then I'll say Milwaukee's number 2.
Yeah.
But
Over
those are the
Philly?
two best teams. Philly's number 3.
Okay.
But top 2 right now is between Boston and Milwaukee.
So that's my issue with the in-season tournament because none of those teams were they didn't care about it. Shit. So when the best teams don't care,
Sure.
I'm like, well, then I don't. And it's not
That's the point.
and it's not a championship because the season's still going.
So my only weird issue about this, and this just it was a point made by a LeBron hater that I actually am net neutral on LeBron. I don't care one way or the other.
I'm neutral on LeBron. He's the second greatest player of all time.
Who's the first?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Muggsy Bogues.
Spud Webb.
I'm partial to Larry Bird himself.
Hey, Larry's great.
Yeah.
Larry Legend. He's a top 10 player.
I was just gonna say that for a dude that had the world thrust upon him at 18, we've seen so many Hollywood stars that
he deserves a ton of credit.
LeBron? The worst thing that he ever did was just hey, I kind of want to leave my hometown and win some championships down in Florida.
Now, shout out to him. He doesn't get caught up in a lot of extra. He's been with his wife forever.
Yeah.
Since high school.
He's squeaky clean.
And it's so funny. If you see videos of women coming up to him, he there was one. He literally just disappeared.
Right.
I was like, how did he do that?
Nothing with this. Okay.
He's like, you ain't gonna catch me on
Right.
camera.
You're not. As much as that man went through, leaving his hometown, going to Miami, winning, I think, two there.
Yeah.
Coming back after they fucking burned this man's jersey to win a championship for that city, and then go to Lakers, and then win a championship there. It's he is literally the face still to his 21st season, the face of the NBA. No other player wants what he has right now, the responsibility he has.
No.
He is carrying the NBA to me on the back. On his back.
The only player I think who comes close to that is probably Steph. But the Warriors don't matter right now.
Yeah, they're shit.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
So they don't matter that much.
Draymond's too busy fighting people.
Draymond's too busy not
Draymond's out
playing.
here choking niggas. Go, my player. Go.
Bro, I'm telling you, they said, oh,
The
Draymond.
revolution.
They're like, Draymond, you need therapy. We'll give you some time off. And I bet you right now, he's in some underground fighting ring, just training.
No, he's at the strip club with James Harden.
I want to see him swing on someone who will actually fight him. That's annoying to me.
Who's fighting Frankenberry? I'm not fighting that dude.
No, Draymond always targets players that he knows aren't going to fight him.
Let me think.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you time out. No, I mean, let's be real here.
I mean, he
He
kicked
got split second decision. Where I see a fist and or not see a fist in some cases, and you don't know what you're going to get.
Don't the Spurs
He,
have a?
he doesn't leave you a lot of time to fight back.
I mean,
Yes.
imagine if he like pulled that shit on Russell Westbrook.
Oh no.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook would kill him.
Russell Westbrook looks like all my life I had to fight.
Russell Westbrook would turn around like he was going to kick a little kid's ass one time. And then he was like, "Oh wait, that's a child."
Yeah, you don't pull that shit with them, but yeah, I can see that point. Yeah.
But what were you saying about the?
Sorry, I'm
LeBron
just laughing
era?
at this comment. Draymond should swing on Zion.
Bro, Dirk will Venmo Draymond for that.
Might as well. That's like punching the blob.
That boy is big as shit. Okay. That is Grandma Ma times 2. That's a big dude.
I've been on the Zion is fat train for like 3
Dog,
years.
no, it's not you've been on it. You're the conductor.
Yeah.
Nigga's been leading the charge.
And just now, like actual pundits are like, "Wait a minute, he's really out of shape." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit.
He's been out of
shape."
And he's starting to play good now that he realized that the latter half of his contract is not guaranteed.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
now he's playing harder.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and get in the gym and lose some weight. They have Weight Watchers. They still have Jenny Craig. Come on, man.
well, I think
Atkins.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, if you don't play better, you got to pay for your own
I don't
meals.
even think like, because I don't like to, I've said it before. Like, if it's a lot of other things, I don't really care. What you do with yourself, millionaire, whatever. But your basketball, like you're
a professional athlete.
Yeah, when you're a professional athlete, your job is about your body.
I would not be talking about this about anyone else. He's a professional athlete.
But the whole thing is, I'm just confused because basketball, you run a lot, so it's like you really have to try.
yes, exactly.
They don't play a lot of minutes on him.
No.
Do realize that.
Yeah.
So he's good in spurts.
Yeah.
Like give him 10 minutes in one quarter, 8 in the next. He's huffing and puffing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He needs beignets. He needs that sugar.
He's built like a gallon of chocolate milk.
But I think this is. But I also think this is the other problem, right? And this is why I don't like this. Is getting into the NBA, getting into the NBA is so difficult.
It is
because especially if you're like so. I'm a diehard football fan, and the NFL and organizations don't play with nonsense, right?
Right.
The Zion situation would not be a situation in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, what?
That boy would be a tight end somewhere.
Yes.
That Zion's taking Brandon Ingram's food. Have you seen Brandon Ingram?
He's skinny.
Dude,
He's skinny.
He makes Kevin Durant look bulky. Like, Brandon Ingram is like, yeah, he looks like a Halloween decoration, dude. Like,
He's like Nosferatu. I'm like Brandon Ingram's like the black version of Nosferatu just creeping in the room. Hello.
yeah, I like Brandon Ingram, but anytime I see him like fall, I'm like, oh God, no. He has no cushion.
His ass
him a
away from the
snack.
gumbo.
But no, the NBA is just so cushiony and soft to its players, and just let them do it. Like James Harden being a thing. Like, I just hate all of that situation,
James Harden literally eats his way out of cities.
bro. And then also just is like, you know what? Today I don't feel like being on this team
Right.
anymore. Let me switch teams.
Bro, I know this is.
Any more about James Harden, I think I get sick.
Start getting hot flashes.
I know this is like a bad pixelated photo, but I'm just like
Stop it.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, no, it's Brandon Ingram, but I'm just like he looks like an undead in Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
Stop it. You talking about that man look like Thriller.
He's a good player.
He is.
He applies himself, unlike Zion's fat ass. He actually tries to win games. I would love to have Brandon Ingram as a teammate.
Absolutely.
Zion would be stealing my lunch, and I wouldn't appreciate it.
the only bad thing I was going to say about LeBron winning this is that it's going to count toward. Some people will or will not. Maybe you guys can argue about it, whether it counts towards his legacy.
Okay.
Does.
I don't know if it matters.
But I don't think it's like a. I put this in the camp of like a notch above a dunk contest, 3-4 notches below a champion.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think the most it
There-
does for his legacy is like, man, when he's at his best, he's still probably the best player in the world at 38 or 39
He
years
just
old.
turned 39
That's right.
last week.
Yeah. Like
Let's
But some people were wording it as like, well, now LeBron can say he won 4 or 5 champions. I don't know what
That's
number.
not
well, no, he can say, look, I have 4 NBA championships, multiple MVPs. I also have the first inaugural in-season tournament champion as well too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I have that on my resume now.
I think that
It's
it
on his
just,
resume.
I think it counts more. I think, how do I put it? As they do more, it'll count more.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, hey, like, how many in-season tournaments? Oh, like, oh, yeah, I'm an in-season tournament champion for a while.
Why didn't LeBron ever do a dunk contest?
No one does
There
it
was
anymore.
expectations for him to win. I think he got caught up in those expectations, and that's the reason why he didn't want to do a dunk contest. Which
Don't
he
take
should've.
Michael Jordan's number. Don't take 23.
He's going to do it anyway.
Everyone's like, it's unfair for these expectations. It's like, yo, he took the best player in the world's number. He knew what he was doing, and it was smart. It paid off.
Yeah.
And again, like LeBron's amazing. Like Tommy won't even put LeBron in his top 10, which is ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah.
He has a bone to pick
So
with
he
them.
puts.
Yeah.
So LeBron is at 11, and I'm assuming Spud Webb is number 10.
He had Allen
Yes.
Iverson ahead of LeBron James.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
I agree. No.
What?
He had Karl Malone ahead of LeBron James.
J.R. Smith?
Ask him. I bet he'll say yes. He hates LeBron.
Jeez Louise, man, that is so rude.
It is rude.
Very rude and shame on you, Tommy.
We got in an argument about it. It's like, come on, dude. I'm not.
That was also clipped, and another thing we got dragged for.
Yeah.
I like how
yeah?
like this is a podcast. We have different opinions.
Yeah.
But it just becomes like, God, these people in the Mexcellence are dumb as shit. Like no matter.
I saw like a
So are we
YouTube
like the
comment.
male version of The View?
Yeah.
Am I Whoopi?
Yeah. You can do what
I don't know any of those old annoying ladies' names besides Whoopi.
Yeah, we'll need to switch our desk style. We're all facing the
look at
green part.
Yeah.
What's the next subject?
Well,
Football
we're
time.
on to NFL.
Football time.
Sadly, a lot of people have been eliminated already.
Thank God.
There's 1 week left.
Man.
Well, let Paco sleep.
You okay over there?
No, he literally sleeps sitting up sometimes.
Oh.
But I just wanted to take a brief look because a lot of these teams are going to be playing for nothing next week. Who is in the best spot of the teams that are eliminated?
Oh yeah. So what's the list?
So it's the Patriots,
Yeah.
the Jets,
Yay.
the Titans,
Awesome.
the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bengals, the Broncos, the Panthers,
I know.
I think I know my answer.
Cardinals,
You have to.
the Commanders, the Giants, and the Bears.
Don't you steal my idea.
What's your idea?
You can start off.
Yeah.
The Raiders. I love the Raiders. I love what Antonio Pierce is doing with these boys.
Oh, I
You
hope.
think he keeps the job though?
They probably won't. They'll probably give it back to
But-
somebody similar to McDaniels and fuck up that whole organization.
There are rumors that Gruden's going to be coming back in the building.
Not for them.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, for them.
I mean,
You want to change your answer?
no, I still like the Raiders. I mean, I hope they keep Antonio Pierce because you
Yes.
can tell that they really like playing for Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, it's like Rich Bisaccia all over again.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
fucked that up. So
Right.
hopefully they don't do it again.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
But I like what they're doing right now with Antonio Pierce. If John Gruden comes back, I mean, can we excuse him being a nigga hater? I don't know. But
The answer's no. The answer's just no.
mean I don't know?
You don't need an I don't and an
I still vividly remember that like you and Tommy were like, no, that is obviously racist, and it's like, no, motor lips, like he's running his mouth too much. And I'm like,
no. No.
you have to ask that question to Savvy because he's a diehard Raiders fan. He's
He
like,
said yes, it's racist.
Yeah.
no, I'm saying, does he want Gruden to come back?
No.
There you go. So I like Antonio Pierce. I like what they're doing right now. And yeah.
You said I don't know. There's a clear-cut answer.
Yeah.
There's a path to be taken.
It's like, can John Gruden spray fart in my drink? As a Raiders fan, sure, I'll take it.
No.
You know?
No.
There's a hierarchy of some things you can look over. Nigga lover. Nah.
No. You're not giving me a lot to work with. I have nothing to respond to that with.
I do think that it is funny that John Gruden's like whole case for suing the NFL is like, you guys are investigating the Commanders.
Right.
And somehow my text gets fucking leaked and I'm the one that gets fired.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, you deserve to be fired. I also get why you're mad. It's like, this whole case had nothing to do with me being shitty. But it's like, yeah, but you were still really shitty.
Yeah.
And you should be fired.
Yes, sir. See, Broha knows what's up. Any team that brings back Young Herb is officially my
Dude,
team.
he was on Colin Coward show this week.
Oh my God. Young Herb.
Young Herb, Urban Meyer,
You know,
baby.
there's rumors that he's supposed to be going back to Ohio State.
No, I want him in the big time.
No.
I want him in the showtime, baby. There's so many trash coaches out here. Coaches that let kickers miss kicks. I don't let that happen on my teams.
By the way, as long as he doesn't miss this weekend, the Cowboys kicker is going to be the first kicker to ever finish the season with 100%.
That's awesome.
That's great.
on PATs, right? Or no, which one?
it's
one of-
PATs, right?
I thought it was PATs and field goal.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a field goal all
I thought he
year.
missed a field goal.
Oh, that's great.
Well, he was. I don't think he was kicking the entire season.
No, he
that's
was.
cool.
He's been good.
I thought they showed his numbers. I thought he was like 33 for 33.
I think that's PATs. One of the two categories. But it doesn't matter. He's 100%. That'd be dope.
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh yeah, Butter Aubrey, be chilling. It's nice to have a team with reliable players.
I'm sorry. I keep looking over at JJ. I'm like, is this the nigga from Harry Potter?
Wingardia.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Field goals. He's missed.
Yeah,
PATs.
field goals. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, fair.
But no, honestly, I like your Raiders pick because I think Antonio Pierce did. I've seen it before with racism. With the Panther situation,
I don't like not like for these teams. You have multiple choices. I don't like one that you don't know who the head coach is next year. That would be my problem.
Yeah,
with the
I don't
Raiders.
like you've obviously have someone who's won the locker room in a very shitty situation and is bringing a team a lot of life that they have never had before.
Absolutely.
And you're trying to just fuck that shit up. The Panthers are in the ditch right now because of some dumbass shit like that.
They are our last topic.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to bring it up. I was about to say.
Oh yeah, we're about to run that fade. There's a lot of trepidatious things going on in the Panthers.
Yeah.
So I would say that I in the same camp, I think the Chargers are going to be a very interesting team to watch.
That's a good answer.
Going into next year, I feel like Justin Herbert will probably play like a weight's lifted off his back next year.
I hope.
And they just have, I don't know who's going to facilitate and fill in that spot. Kellen Moore, you're not ready.
No,
but,
he's not. No.
We'll see how it goes.
Where's he at now? Kellen Moore.
He's
He's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers.
OC for the Chargers.
And I think it speaks volumes that when they fired Brandon Staley, they did not elevate him as interim coach. They elevated a linebacker coach that nobody knows.
Who seems to also did pretty well in his play calling and whatnot.
So would you all be opposed if Frank Wright be the head coach?
Frank Reich doesn't need a coach anymore. He's got to earn his way back up.
He's a
He
quarterback.
needs a Dan Quinn situation.
He's a quarterback.
It's true.
He's a quarterback whisperer, don't you know? He whispers terrible ideas that we see on full display.
I just say, if you're a coach coming off of a losing season, it's not that I don't want you to be a head coach again. I just think you got to earn those stripes again, which
That's
means
fair.
go back to being an OC. Go back to being.
Cardo's like it's just a dude named Glyph. That's the coach of-
Go back to being a DC.
I agree.
And then if you can prove yourself out in that layer, you get back to being like, hey, why did Dan Quinn lose his head coaching job? Yeah, right. And then
Kyle Shanahan. That's why.
but also you sit there and you're like, cool, Dan Quinn. Granted, there's been some defensive miscues a little bit more this year, but we're also down a few players. But Dan Quinn came to the Cowboys, and we were never a defensive team before. That was not a part of the conversation at all.
I thought you guys were great underneath Rob Marinelli. I thought you guys were good underneath him.
No, he was.
It was a bend not break defense, so they were good at stopping you from scoring until the fourth quarter.
Aren't y'all kind of like a little bit the same this year?
It's kind of. I mean, these last two games have been around 20 points.
I don't know. I
like
still,
it's not. That's not bad at all.
not to get too much in the Cowboys stuff, but I still don't know who they are.
Who, the Cowboys as
Yeah.
an identity?
Yeah.
Are you confusing the Cowboys or the Eagles? Because if you say the Eagles, I would understand you.
No, I know who the Eagles are. The Eagles are a team that's been kind of like struggle busting and winning.
No,
but
we don't have an identity. Don't be nice. We don't have an identity. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We just don't have an identity.
I would say Cowboys.
I know what they are. They're bullies.
Will pick on you when you're bad.
Yeah, and
We'll
they're
pick
good.
up-
And they're good at home.
But the problem
Which-
is Like,
Hey, we got a hope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're good
Thank you, team. Thank the Cardinals. Thank God.
They're good at home, and they're good at beating bad teams. So
I was about to say, like, I don't know,
Like
like,
that good at home against the Lions?
well, they're undefeated.
they're undefeated at home, yeah. And the Lions are good.
I mean, they had the 12 men on the field.
Yeah, I mean
Cowboys.
they'll fuck up. I wouldn't say they're perfect.
That's the Cowboys. We like to fuck
yeah.
up. We fuck up for
No,
fun.
but y'all
the
had
Lions-
12 men on the team. That's the reason why y'all won that Lions game.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Jared Goff helped.
Jared Goff was playing bad.
That's why I'm not that.
Shit, yeah.
That's why I'm not that mad about that. Like,
Dude, Jared Goff threw that game away himself.
yeah,
Yes, he did.
That
But
that was a fucked up call by the ref. They lost that play. They
Also,
did not
the
lose
refs
that.
fucked up calls, but prior to that as well.
The Lions did they deserve to win that
But
game? In
here's
my
the thing.
opinion, no. And I was rooting for them.
I didn't think that the Lions defense was that good.
They stepped
surprised
up.
me.
Yeah, it was cool to see them like
Aiden
really
Hutchinson
step up.
is good.
Yes, he
He's
is.
the one good defensive player I know on the Lions.
But the one thing was, I don't think it was also necessarily a Lions players doing great. The Cowboys, I mean, CeeDee Lamb lost a fumble in the end zone, trying to score. That's not that was a defensive play to a certain degree, right? But lost a fumble in the end zone, and then Dak threw in an INT.
So it's like
That's kinda
50-50.
Yeah, like I would
Jared
say.
Goff lost the game, but the Cowboys could have beat them easily if they didn't make those mistakes.
Yeah, like I mean, how often do you fumble in the end zone? It's
rarity.
That's super rare.
Yeah.
But I would say that so many people are so like I'm not even discrediting. It was a shitty call.
yeah.
That does not mean they were going to win the game. They
No.
did a whole bunch of fuck ups there, and Jared Goff did not deserve to win that game. If there was a team like look, plain and simple, I'm not trying to bypass the refs at all, and I'm the first person to say, man, hey, look, that Venmo hit different. Thank you, ref. Like I appreciate it, but also like people want to make validations of, okay, cool. The ref went out there and said, hey, 70's eligible, so the defense didn't even attribute for 68.
Right.
There's so many different fuck ups in that situation to where I'm like, and then at the end of the day, at any given time, Dan Quinn could have kicked it. So it's calls and minutia, and I still think it's like
I'm keeping my bitterness inside on a whole because I want to say niggas shut up, but I just
Dan Campbell, excuse me, Dan Campbell, thank you.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, the thing that I didn't like a lot, like, I don't give a fuck about the refs things because I've seen refs fuck up everything. They literally, I don't know. I haven't seen that was the best called Cowboys game I've probably ever watched because
Absolutely.
they didn't call anything for 3 quarters, really.
That's true. Yeah. We were talking about that. Like,
let
there are
him
no
play.
penalties on
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, it was quiet.
Yeah.
But I don't like the idea that it's just like going for a 2-point conversion 3 times.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't understand why Campbell did that shit. I'm like, kick the fucking field goal and get a tie.
I liked it the first time, and I liked it the third time. I did not like it the second time when it was
get that.
7 yards. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
And then again, and to be fair, if people are fucking watching the game, Jared Goff was the reason why they didn't score on the last play. Anyway, it hit it was
underthrown.
It was underthrown.
Yeah.
Right for the defender's hand. Not to say that the Dallas defender wouldn't make the play, but it was close enough to where, hey, he makes a catch, makes an extension. You can make that argumentation.
Right.
That was what I think from a quarterback play perspective, and y'all know I don't like Jared Goff that much, but this is not me being hard on him. That was not a good game by him.
No,
And
it
people are
wasn't.
trying to excuse bad play
it wasn't.
as a reason for why they should have won.
Your defense bailed you out. Like Jared Goff's defense bailed them out numerous amount of times.
Yes.
It's like, dude, you're fucking up. You're really fucking up right now. So I get it. It's like a 50-50 game. I was in my feelings when they lost, but I was just like, looking back on that game, yeah, Jared Goff, you really fucked that up.
Because I sat there and I was like, really, like the only, like people are trying to find criticisms for the Cowboys on the game. There was, Dak gets a turnover. Fucking, that's fine. Motherfucker's playing out of his
He'll
mind
come
this
back,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, he had 354 for 2 TDs. What? There should have been 3. CD just fucking, fumbled on the O-line. And CD had 224 yards.
I said he's the best offensive player you have.
And
That's true.
the best offensive player in the NFC, honestly. I was like,
No, that's Brock Purdy.
No. Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy, ew.
No, I'm just kidding.
best receiver.
Actually, it might be Brock
No,
Purdy.
I
Actually-
wouldn't say he's best receiver.
Actually, I think every episode we get dragged by someone in the comments. It's like, these guys still doubt the 49ers are going to win. And I'm like, yeah.
I
Best
doubt it.
receiver in the NFC,
Best
sir.
CeeDee Lamb.
AJ Brown.
What has he done? Where's he been? Why is he mad? Why is he so salty?
Nah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to act like him too? I'm not gonna talk after the game.
Yeah.
I can't say
2
nothing.
weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, by the way.
I hate that.
2 weeks in a row. That's diva-ist.
Yeah, that's soft as baby shit.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like, come on, dude.
No,
like,
I
as
was
part
so
of your
mad.
job, talk to the press.
We're not there yet. I'm sorry.
Wait, is there an Eagles topic?
Oh,
We
well,
can.
Okay, cool. It's Eagles time.
I did have my take for the team that I think is.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the Bears.
I think it is the Bears.
Oh,
Yes.
so you turn around, you're vegan now.
You can trade him. You got the number 1 pick. Thanks, and
Oh, you're right.
yeah, they got the
They have 2.
Yes, yeah, and they're probably gonna get a new head coach. But the number 1, 2 first-round picks, one of them being the number 1 pick. If they could get a good head coach like that's a
But who's
tempting.
available, though, to be a head coach for the Bears?
Ben Johnson, the OC for the Lions. Eric Bieniemy is probably going to be looking for a
I
head
would
coaching
love that.
job. Yeah, I
I actually do think the Commanders burning everything down at the end of the season,
They're probably-
and that includes Eric.
I think.
you think they're just going to let him go?
I think they're burning everything down.
They should.
because-
I hate that.
They should make him an offer, and then the Steelers should make a better offer
I'm on Bieniemy.
for Eric Bieniemy.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I don't think the Commanders are gonna. I think I know they're gonna work shop, but I don't think they're gonna get rid of Eric B.
I know Magic Johnson is one of the owners of the Commanders now. Is he like the main?
No, he's a minority owner.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I always said, not minority as a minority.
Oh yeah.
I always have to like.
Correct. No, he's actually a minority owner.
Yeah,
He
minority.
owns a minority of the team.
Yeah. So
Yeah. That doesn't sound much better.
Yeah,
It sounds fucked up in a different way.
Use that as a sentence every time. Minority order.
minority.
So these are the picks, the top 10 picks as of right now. So the Bears get number 1 from Carolina. That's
Yeah.
already confirmed. And then they get the 10th pick too. Like they couldn't.
What did Carolina's fucked, bro? Oh my god.
Yeah, they are.
They got Bryce Young out of it, is what they got.
And just burnt the rest of their team.
Yep.
I mean, but they had Miles Sanders too.
2 players does not a team make.
No.
Damn, look at
Miles
Darth
Sanders 'cause
Rabbit
he's a
giving
good
all
guy.
these.
Shout out to Darth Rabbit worth
Thank
5
you.
tier 1 gifted subs.
But the Bears don't actually need a quarterback.
They don't.
You don't think so? I think they could use one.
They don't need one. It's a matter of you if you believe in Justin Fields or not. That'll be up to the
No, they
GM.
need one.
I believe in meat.
No. I'm just saying when it comes to need, look at everyone after the Bears.
No, I would say, genuinely speaking, the Commanders need someone more solid. To me, the Patriots are the most desperate ones on this list.
Absolutely. Well, you don't like
the-
Sam Howell? I like Sam Howell.
I think so.
No, that's why I said Sam Howell in comparison to the other situations. I'm like,
The Giants they need somebody.
They just gave him all this money, man.
I know.
we winning.
We're both on a road.
Yeah.
So anything is possible.
No. I meant no. With the Giants locking in Daniel Jones for the next forever.
yeah. Thank
We
you,
up,
Jesus.
baby. We
It
up.
was a 4-year contract.
4-year contract.
Here's my general
160.
question, though.
Yuck.
Don't bad quarterbacks always tend to play well at the end when there's no pressure on them? Like, Fields is playing good. Yeah. But there's no pressure on him to make the playoffs.
But he is playing for his job.
I agree. I think he's solidified it
Yeah.
so far.
I mean, I wouldn't give it to him. Vegan thing aside, I'd be like, dude, no, like you have a body of work.
Fair.
And like you were good for 5 games this season.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're good for a certain point, but then other than that,
Nah.
I really don't know how well you're going to do next season.
Yeah.
So, I don't really like Justin Fields too much, but like I said, he's been playing well. I'm not going to discredit him for that, but I just don't think that when you're losing team, you don't have that much pressure. Yeah, you're going to fucking play well
Yeah.
to me.
That's fair. I mean, he's better than anyone the Steelers have right now, that's for sure.
Hey,
But
you guys are still in the playoffs.
no, I mean, we're sniffing it. We could get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're not in right now, but
They
we
have to
could
win,
get in.
and right, you just have to win.
No.
Oh, you have to win, and the Bills lose.
There are multiple ways we can get in. If the Bills lose and we win, then we're in, which I think the Bills are going to roll Miami. But there are other ways too, like Tennessee, like the Titans, if they fuck up somehow. Like my brother was sending us all these scenarios. Like the
It takes
way Steelers-
algebra, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
probably not going to happen.
We're probably
Nice
not
to
getting
be in the playoffs.
I think we're going to be 10-7, and we're going to miss the playoffs because we couldn't beat a 2-win Patriots team and a 2-win Cardinals team. We are in common. We were all in common. We all lost to the Cardinals.
Here's the weird
Motherfuckers
thing.
woke up for some reason.
Here's the weird thing. Are we the best wild card team as of right now? If you look at all the wild card teams, the Eagles are the best.
No.
Who's better than that? Buffalo?
The Rams. I think the
Buffalo,
Rams.
The Rams?
They're better than you right now.
No, they are
Y'all
not.
niggas lost just now.
I don't think the Rams are going to lose to the Cardinals.
I need to have a clean. I need to have a dominant win.
I think if you played the Rams straight up, I think the Rams.
give me
would
one
beat you.
dominant win this season.
That's a lot to ask.
Look, okay.
No, the Browns are the best.
No, the Browns. Browns.
the best.
Yes, they
Yes.
are.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Well, the Browns are in the
Got that
AFC.
Joe
though.
Flacco from the couch.
Yeah, that's true.
Just the Cheetos.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
the
did
NFC
say
wild
NFC.
card. Yeah, no. I mean, look. Let's just talk about your team. What's going on? What's going on?
Well, I was just gonna before that. Let me just give my answer.
What's going on? Nigga, tell me.
Put the spotlight on them. Make it hot.
I think the Cardinals are in an okay spot. Let's be about it. This is all looking at a bunch of bad teams.
They're going to keep Kyler.
Yeah, that's why they're in a good
Sure.
spot. But like, I mean, the Panthers are legit fucked. They
I have no idea what they're gonna do.
Sit and spin.
We'll save them. We'll save. Let's talk about
the Commanders are rebuilding.
Yeah.
Period. The Giants are fucked because of their contract. The Bears, you took my answer, so I had to pick something else.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
Patriots are in an okay spot.
Dude, the Jets are fucked. The Jets are fucked.
The Jets just, I think,
Unless they spend all their
eight.
8 picks on linemen.
Yeah.
They need 5 O linemen.
All their hopes and dreams are on a 40-year-old anti-vaxxing moron who, hasn't been good in the last year when he
Also,
could play.
just lies.
And he's a liar.
The only truth he
They're
told this
bringing
year was
back
that he
Robert-
loves watching Dak.
They're bringing back Robert Saleh and, from what we know, Nathaniel Hackett.
I would love Robert Saleh to be our defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he'd be a great defensive coordinator. He's a terrible head coach.
Absolutely.
He's trash as head coach.
Garbage.
Yeah. He stinks.
There's just like
When the Patriots are confident going against you with their current roster, you have a shit coach.
I don't think a lot of coaches have approached the QB carousel very well.
No.
Or such like this has been the year of the backups, and I think it proves. I think it proves. No, leave it.
We were going to talk about the playoffs. I need to.
I don't want to hear no Super Bowl picks. Take that off.
No, it's.
You're gonna get my blood pressure.
I think the Browns have handled that carousel.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I think this is a showcase.
Browns got lucky as fuck. Like,
They didn't get lucky. Joe Flacco was sitting on the side, nigga, like just waiting.
Yeah, other teams should have reached out to him. I mean,
Jets said no.
Yeah, the Jets, that's right.
but
Flacco was knocking on people's doors like, I want a job.
But isn't this the same team that was like, man, we should be in the hunt for getting Lamar Jackson? We screwed that up. Who do we get? A serial massage guy.
Serial massage.
Which I still like again, the Browns organization fucked up your PR in one swing for a nigga you don't even need.
Right.
I've seen people talk about, I think it was on the Rich Eisen show, they were like, they should trade Deshaun Watson to, who was it? They threw it
No
out
one wants
there.
that contract.
No, but they said they'd split the contract 50-50. And I was like, that's a good idea. I forgot with who the team they were throwing. I think it was the Falcons.
Send him to the Shadow Realm?
We'll pay for half of his contract.
He could do a lot in Atlanta.
Because Flacco's not going to get a big contract. He'll get or at least not a long one.
No.
So I was like, that's actually, I mean, how would you not want to ride with Flacco at this
It's
point?
like Nick Foles with us.
Yeah.
Once
guys
Western Call
fucked
got
that
hurt,
up.
Nick Foles was like, yeah, I'm going to take over. And he literally did that the entire playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know why you guys brought back Carson Wentz then. I didn't get
He was
that.
11-1
But he was
before he got hurt.
he was a jackass.
Our jackass. He was our guy.
That is some Philly mentality.
He was our Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's like he sucks, but he
So-
sucks. Yeah, he sucks for us.
I'll take that.
bro, there's the weird the Steelers getting in. Like half the scenarios count on a tie happening between the Colts and the Texans.
There's a bunch of weird scenarios for the
So that
Steelers
means
to
you
get
got
in.
a good chance of getting
The
in.
Steelers, no. The Steelers win against the Ravens and the Bills lose to the Dolphins, or Steelers win against the Ravens and Jaguars lose or tie to the Titans, or Steelers win against the Ravens and the Texans and Colts tie, or Steelers tie again.
We technically don't even have to beat
Everything
the
and everything all
Ravens.
at once.
That last option is the one that you don't have to beat them, right?
Yeah, we don't have to beat them to get in.
Can you
but-
flash that back?
Yeah.
It's like, let me get that weed.
Jaguars lose to the Titans, and Broncos win against the Raiders, and Texans and Colts doesn't end in a tie.
Yeah, it'd be bonkers. We're not getting in. We're not getting in. I do think we can beat the Ravens backups, but I don't think we're getting in.
Well, I do want to look at the games that we have right now just to ask at least TJ a question, and we'll ask Uber
No,
from there.
when are we going to talk about the Eagles?
We're about to.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about them.
Well, just real quick, I just want to know if the playoff picture holds.
Yeah.
How do you feel about playing the Packers again? Does that give you heebie-jeebies?
Not really.
I'd be concerned.
I'd be
I
concerned.
mean, I think it's like the definition of a trap game.
Yes.
Semicolon, however, comma. I think there's a difference between. I think the variance of how the Packers play is enough to where, especially if we're at home.
Yeah.
I think the variance of how the Packers play will be what we're going to be kind of banking on, because it's not as though they've been consistently dominant. And I'm an A love advocate.
Yes.
I don't think he's like blockbuster status yet. This would be a great mark on his resume if it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, the Packers know how to scheme against us. But that said, I don't think we've played against the Packers playoff wise with Mike McCarthy under the belt. So it's not like he doesn't know that scheme pretty damn well. To where we'd be.
It's too evenly matched.
Yeah,
Both know each other's schemes.
Yeah, it's a very, because I think Mike McCarthy's been with us for 2 years, and I don't know if he played the Packers.
Wait, Mike McCarthy been there longer than that.
he's been longer than 2 years.
This is his fourth
I think it's
year.
fourth year.
Excuse me, fourth. You blank 2 good years. 2
I
years
think
of
you just kept running into the 49ers.
yeah,
2
and then the
years.
49ers keep on saying no. No.
Yeah.
But now you can talk about the Eagles.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think that the cool part would be, so in an ideal world, I love this lineup. As long as we're not, I said I didn't want the 5th seed. The 5th seed means I got to fight my villain early. I want to save him last.
Fight who?
49ers.
No, don't.
No,
oh, wait,
and they
the,
play
the
the-
Fissy plays
The
Buccaneers.
5th seed
or
plays the
Saints.
Buccaneers.
No, I meant they play the 49ers after that.
Oh, yeah.
The path we're on, 49ers are the last boss. At the current status, y'all can win. I'm an Eagles fan that week. Don't worry, I'm an Eagles fan that week. But I don't want to face my big bag until some other, coming off of some healing time. 49ers with prep time, nigga. Nah, I'm good. So I like our positioning. I like the 2nd seed, and if we can keep the home down, and if we can keep the home field, that's super strong for us.
Absolutely.
Because the other matchups, depending on, so if it were to be as of right now,
We will
like
play
I would say the only other concern I'd have would be just the Lions, because Lord, but I actually feel like I'd rather go against the Lions round 2, not because of the Rams are heating up, but also mainly because I think Dan Campbell will be so pissed from the last experience, he's gonna play sloppy. He's gonna coach sloppy as shit.
That could backfire. That's like a 50-50 to me.
I wouldn't want to pissed off Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
No, pissed off Dan Campbell makes bad decisions. he goes for 2 for 3 times in a row.
It works. No, they are successful
You
at
big
it.
dummy.
Yeah.
But
Listen, man, I'm pretty pissed, man. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna bite your kneecaps, man.
But let's be real here. If I took all the context out, right? Do you trust Stafford or Goff more as a QB in a situation? Goff has shown that I would not trust him, at least against our defense. Like,
Here's why-
Matt Stafford threw 1 pick, but he was also injured.
But Matthew Stafford healthy now with Pikua, whatever that guy's name is,
Paco
and
Nakua.
now you got a Cup.
With Paco.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want that.
Yeah, you're gonna have a.
That's why I'm saying if I had to pick, I want the Lions.
I think they're pretty comparable, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
That's a tough matchup.
I think the Lions are. I was gonna say, like, as I was thinking, which team do I think has the best shot at beating the Niners in the NFC? And I think it's the Lions.
I
Yeah.
don't agree.
Because I think the Lions are the most explosive offense in the NFC,
I
and
think-
that's how you beat the
No,
Niners.
actually,
Shootout.
yeah, you blow them up early because
No.
they can't play catch up.
I would say
cannot do it.
the reason why I'd give the Lions credence is not from their explosiveness, from they just have the size.
They're
they have
big
the
and
size.
mean.
They have the size to kind of work around the 49ers situation, because basically what has to happen for us to get into a good NFC championship game with the 49ers is someone going down in the Eagles versus 49ers game if y'all beat the Buccaneers.
Well, someone on the Niners are going to get hurt.
Of course.
The way they play is not sustainable. Even with
I mean,
a bye week, they're going to fuck this
If
up.
I can say this real quick, How did the 49ers not get to the Super Bowl last year? The Eagles just punched them in the mouth because with physicality on defense.
Right. They took out their quarterback.
Right.
Who's their best
Baltimore-
offensive player.
Baltimore Ravens did the same exact thing. They exposed that if you hit Brock Purdy early,
Yeah.
you're going to rattle him a little bit.
No,
so if the Cowboys can do that, you're on a path to go in the Super Bowl.
It's tricky because you just like.
Ew,
with
I
the-
just said that.
it tastes good, don't it?
I need some water.
What's Kyle Shanahan's record when he's trailing in the second half?
It's not. No, he doesn't win.
It's horrible. It's like 0-40 or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the 49ers and Cowboys are very similar in the one sense of it has to be us leading.
Yeah.
And if we lead, that's when, like, the moment we lead is the moment that shit just pops off, right?
Yeah.
So if we can lead, that'd be great. But the pathway there, I'd rather have the path we have now because, to be honest, the Bucks being the Bucks, I don't think we have I know we have an answer for the 49ers receivers. I know we have an answer for the Detroit receivers to a certain extent. We don't have anything for Mike Evans.
Man,
That's
y'all better beat Baker Mayfield, dude.
no, but we're not playing.
like
They're
that
playing.
guy.
Why?
Because it's like rooting for the underdog. It's like Rudy.
Like him because he is not good, is what you just said.
I like for the. I like.
He actually is. He's actually been playing probably the
I
best
know,
of
I
any
know.
quarterback
Right.
right now.
I'm just waiting for that other shoe to drop.
Of course.
Dacky baby, but no.
Well, it's a different kind of style, kind of thing.
But
Yeah,
on your
Dak
team,
has poise.
Oh, my God.
I
on
was
your
gonna
team-
say like he has more completions per attempt, and I think like that's about it.
But dude, what's going on with the Eagles? Like for reals. This isn't even me coming from a place of hurt. This is me coming from a place of I need y'all to be successful in the playoffs because an NFC Championship team game between us two would be my most favorable route.
You know, early in the season, I compared you guys to the Steelers, but better because you were like winning games despite the fact that you didn't look very good.
But y'all don't look good and you're losing to the Cardinals.
So what
too.
happened?
You're like us.
Yeah, and
so we did
us.
it early, and they did it early.
Ish.
First thing is, I support Nick Sirianni through and through. First 3 years have been being the head coach. God damn, my head look like an egghead in this goddamn. So, I always support Nick Sirianni. First 3 years, he's been to the playoffs. Second year, went to the Super Bowl. But we've always had top offenses. So I'm saying that out statement in the beginning. Right, I'm sticking by Nick Sirianni. We have 2 rookie coordinators in our defense and our offense.
And it showed.
And it shows.
Didn't you bring on Matt Patricia?
Well, here's the thing about Matt Patricia.
He sucks.
But we're not running his system.
Okay.
We're still running Sean Desai's. He's just the main play caller.
Oh, that's
and
weird.
he sucks at that.
Yeah. Okay.
So Sean Desai, from what I've been reading, they like him in the locker room. But he has times where he lacked confidence. And it shows quite a bit. Our personnel should be great. We have Ringo and we have another cat on the team that are good rookie cornerbacks. Just need to develop a little bit more. But that defense, our middle linebackers, we're shit. We are empty. I don't know how, with the depth that we have at front, that our drops and sacks went down. We had 70 last year. We were leading the NFL. Now we're at 40.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. When you have Hassan, Sweat, Fletcher Cox, Graham,
Reddick.
Jordan Davis, and Jalen Carter, when you have that much depth.
And Reddick, right?
Yeah, it's a Hassan. That's what I said.
That's all.
Hassan.
Oh,
yeah.
But when we have all that depth, ain't no way the drops of sacks should happen this year. I don't know what the scheme is going on. Offensively, to me, I will say this. I don't think I've ever had a team that had 2 wide receivers that had 1,000 yards than our team, but then we're still shit at our receivers. The plays take too long to fucking develop. Get that ball out your hand. Look, Jalen Hurts, I think he's still a great quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from that.
I do too.
He actually has the record now for the most rushing touchdowns. I think total touchdowns or the rushing touchdowns. I'm not taking away anything from that. But for him specifically, you have to get the ball out of his hand quick. He holds that ball too long.
He
in his
regressed
hand.
as a passer.
He regressed.
Yeah, he did.
And
He
I
did.
think
He's had a bad year.
if I was an offensive coordinator, I would say let me work to his strengths. He is a running quarterback, but he is a passing quarterback. He's a progression type of quarterback, but I would find ways to make him run even more. Yeah, I don't want to make him hurt. I get it, but that's his strength. He is a running quarterback.
Yes,
I would
yes.
actually do the just as a personal opinion. I would do the opposite. not necessarily have him run more, just run more in general. You guys have amazing.
Swift is really good.
He's great.
I don't know why you don't
give
run
him the ball.
We have two great running backs with Gainwell and Swift.
Your third one is still good too.
Yeah, and they don't run the ball.
Yeah, I
I don't understand. But let me just get to the bread and butter why these niggas get on my nerves. So, why would you do a quarterback sneak twice at 3 minutes to go? I would have went on that field and whooped that nigga's ass for doing some shit like that at 3 minutes to go. You are too conservative. The fact that our defense couldn't even stop the Cardinals at all, that whole game, they were running up and down our ass. Early in the year, we had the best running defense.
You did.
Now we got, what, 29th, 26th in the league? We are shit. And we couldn't stop James Conner at all.
I'm just
Man.
confused. I think what also gets me, and this is me like, I'm truly being objective as possible, like trying to, because I mean, it's, NFC's better when all the teams are good.
Right.
And I can't be having, can't be having 3 bad teams. 4 if you include us sometimes. I don't need the NFC least to come back. So I like the Eagles being successful. It makes, because those games are fun. They're down cutthroat. It's more fun when Jalen's playing better. And you've heard me say this when we've watched the games with the Eagles. Just y'all do dumb plays.
Undisciplined.
Undisciplined as shit.
Undisciplined is the word.
Undisciplined as shit. Because why y'all throwing screens? Why y'all throwing screens every play?
I think that's a lot of too much trust in our receivers to be like, oh, they can just break it. Like, AJ Brown can do that.
It's too much. Let the players play. Like, no, get some creative scheming. Since you guys have 2, like, hey, you guys have something over us. Y'all have, not to say Brandon Cooks is cooking. He's getting there. But y'all have 2 very clear cut, could be wide receiver 1s on any other team.
Absolutely.
And for some reason, y'all aren't being all free flowing and creative with them as you could be. Not to even mention y'all, when it comes to a roster, just a roster, on paper roster, y'all have one of the strongest rosters in the league, if not the strongest.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't make sense.
I believe that we have the best offensive lineman in the game, to me.
At least from cohesion, and they don't get injured.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about it. I just think that we're not running plays that benefits to the strengths of our team. We had that last year. We don't have it. I get it. It's a rookie offensive coordinator. But these are the type of shits and growing pains you do early in the season.
Yeah.
Not later in the season where we're at week 17, week 18. So it's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's bizarre because you beat really good teams.
But here's my thing.
And you're losing
we had a gauntlet.
Yeah, you beat the Chiefs, you beat the Bills.
And the crazy thing is about that whole ordeal.
They're good.
They're adequate.
They're good.
The Bills?
No, I'd say the Bills and the Chiefs are both good.
We beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. So
that's good. That's count.
Yeah. But
counts as bonus points.
And the Bills are undefeated since they've started praising Al-Qaeda.
To me, they're a dangerous team.
God damn it, Sean McDermott.
But jeez, but we had a gauntlet of teams that our latter half of the season was horrible, but we beat some great teams. It's just that now we're just not focused now whatsoever. I don't know, but if I were Nick Sirianni, I'll just go back to running the ball.
Yeah,
run the ball more. Be creative with our receivers because you have 2,000-yard receivers on each side. Yeah. Come on, you got to do something with that. So realty,
would y'all rest this week?
Absolutely not.
Or would you go for it?
I would go for it.
I'd go for it.
I know what the Cowboys' record is on the road. They're not great. Now, do they think they're going to win to Washington? Absolutely. They're going to beat Washington.
We beat bad teams. That's the one thing we got under our belt. Except the Cardinals, who are the bracket-busting motherfuckers.
I don't know.
It's a divisional game.
Right.
Yeah.
But
divisional games
we beat do you not? We went to the Giants and said, no.
But here's the thing about
Sam Howell.
But
we did 45-10 the last time we played.
But y'all play them at home, right?
Oh, come on.
But
45-10, you can't be doing that and telling me that they go.
Here's the thing. Teams with bad records have nothing to lose, and that's when they start to empty out those playbooks and like, we're going to start switching.
That's when they're at their most dangerous.
That's when they're the most dangerous.
You should know this. It's like picking a fight with a homeless man.
Almost got none to lose.
He's a UFC fighter. Whooping your ass.
I was about to say, that's why he thinks he's going to beat the Ravens. It's because they have nothing to lose, and they're going to empty out the clip.
Oh, and the Ravens aren't going to sit somebody. And the Ravens are going to
100% resting.
Yeah, they're going to sit their starters.
But that's what I'm saying.
They might play Lamar a few snaps, but
it's dangerous for both of us because Giants can step up at any point in time. They have nothing to lose, even though with no quarterback, and Tyrod Taylor did kind of save them at the end. And then you have situation with Washington.
If we both lose, is it still us?
You're still you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a Giants fan.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if both of y'all lose somehow.
It's
know,
a Cowboys thing to do.
Well, also,
Like that's the worst part about it. I cannot confidently tell you. Like I'm out here spitting, but it's a Cowboys thing to lose against the Commanders at the last week. That is 100% a Cowboys thing to do.
I told you.
and
I told you.
I'll give him credit because he's not here. Tommy called the OC for Philly being a good head coach, and we see him. Where is he? He's in Indianapolis with the Colts. The Colts look pretty legit.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting about that. I
yeah.
thought you
Shane
were talking
Steichen,
about,
right?
Shane second.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the defensive coordinator. But no,
Yeah.
but yeah. He's legitimately doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's showing the value that he brought
Absolutely.
to Philly, and they're missing it. Just like the Chiefs are missing Eric Bieniemy.
I think we should hire Frank Wright.
No, I think that if the
Oh,
No,
but
you
if
don't.
you lose, but if you lose and the Lions win, then the Lions get the second. That's what Ricardo.
no
was
do the line like
The highest the Lions can go is 3.
they can't go to the second anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lions are going to rest their guys. I think they're locked in at 3.
Okay. But yeah.
But I don't like on the inverse. I don't love having a down to the last moment game because that's where you conjure injuries.
Absolutely.
I'm like,
And this type of playoffs here, there's no rest for the second seed anyway. We're playing
No.
next weekend or a couple weekends later. So it's like,
There are a few teams that are going to just treat it like a bye, like the Chiefs. Like they're locked in; they can't improve their seeding. I don't think the Rams can, so I bet they're going to rest everybody. The Lions are going to rest everybody. The Ravens, the Niners. There are a lot of teams that are just going to treat the final week of the regular season as a bye.
I think the Cowboys, if they, which I will probably be their strat, if they score up heavy to the,
like 45-10 again.
yeah, like score up heavy in the first half.
If they're up by 3 scores, they should rest.
And then they'll we are one of the
Cooper Kupp.
we're one of the fortunate teams to have a competent backup and a
Rush.
competent third. That's why we were playing strategic chess. We knew we were going to the 49ers this year.
Why would they bring in their better quarterback, Marcos? Why would they?
You can't say that this year. Stop it.
Why would they bring in Red Ryder BB gun when the superior Dallas quarterback?
Oh my God.
Don't say that. Not this year.
5-1, right? Or is it 4-1? I forget.
I'm in a playoff
Unfortunately,
game.
because Lamar's balling, I can't say it anymore. But Dak's number 2 in the odds. Second
Oh
place.
yeah,
is
Lamar wrapped that shit up this weekend.
yeah, I mean, motherfucker scored 50 points. I was like,
I thought Dak's name was just Dak. I learned this last week that Dak's name is Dakota.
yeah,
didn't
Yeah.
know.
yeah.
I said, I wonder why he stuck with Dak.
Yeah. No, his first name is North. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, no.
It's a dumb joke.
North and then West. Oh my God.
North Dakota Prescott. A dumb joke. I
Two
apologize
quick
for
ones.
nothing.
We'll try to get through this as fast as we can. The next one is just, wow, the Broncos are fucked, huh?
They did him wrong. I'm just saying that right now. They did him wrong.
Did Russ wrong?
They did Russ wrong.
So this is my first. So you don't hear me defend Russ a lot,
I get it.
Oh,
and I got
interesting.
Serenity came in like I'm a soft spot for Russ, and I'm gonna actually play into that this one time. Russ did get the short end of the stick, and for the most part, he hasn't been as problematic this
Absolutely.
year
No,
as he
actually-
was last year.
he played
and, he
pretty
stepped
well.
up, and so I think he kind of got screwed over in a certain extent. But I told you this the last time we talked, right? Where I said the problem is, and why I don't feel bad about it is, Russ lost the locker room last year, and I don't think he ever got it back.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think TJ's right on this.
I can see
And I've been probably the most pro Russ person on here. Like even last year, I was like,
He's
yeah,
playing pretty good this year.
he's playing well this year, and
They didn't start paying good until like the latter half of the season, actually.
well,
yeah.
he was always playing good even when they were losing.
yes,
The thing is that, like,
Detroit wins.
I
Both of us lose.
do not approve
Ain't gonna happen.
of what I don't approve of. Look, it's a business
never know.
decision. It's a business decision. It's like, hey, we gave you this monster contract. You're not living up to it. You need to renegotiate with us, or we're just going to let you go. I get that aspect of it, and I don't.
I don't get the aspect because it's still guaranteed money and it burns a hole next year. And they like have that. What are they going to do? They have no cap space to get other players.
They're able to cut him and spend less. Like
It's still $30 million, I think.
it's still a big hit, but it's like, hey, that's a good player. though.
That is the equivalent of a like a competent player.
Yes, yeah, you could help your roster.
I mean, if it's Jerry Jones penny pinching, he can get 4 players.
Dog, Jerry Jones, motherfucker works magic.
But the thing that I
And then
don't
also reminds them, hey, don't forget, y'all get endorsements from this shit.
the aspect of it that I did not like was Sean Payton doing everything in his power in public to be like, it's not my fault.
Right.
Fuck you. Yes, it is. You took this job. You knew who the quarterback was. You are accountable. And it's not like Sean Payton is making pennies out there. He's the highest paid head coach in the league, I believe, right now. I think so. If not, he's certainly in the top 3. So I did not like that aspect of it one bit. I'm curious what his contract is. It's outrageous.
But here's the thing that I have
Being paid by the Walmart family.
Bill Belichick.
Currently.
Well, this article is outdated.
Was it, what year was that? Is that this year?
I'm clicking on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely his fault. I completely agree it was his fault.
Carter, like I said earlier, Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay Packers without Aaron Rodgers are very different Green Bay Packers.
Absolutely.
It's just a different team.
Yeah, I like them more.
No, I like them more. They're more entertaining.
Yeah.
It's Bill Belichick at 20 million and Sean Payton second at 18.
There you go.
Either way, I think Nick Saban makes more in fucking Alabama, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah.
On his throne of gold.
Yeah. You don't even have to be a good coach in college anymore.
How much Nick Saban?
You can cheat.
But yeah, I definitely agree with that aspect, that particular aspect of it. I mean,
Yeah.
they both have the same championship rings. Why are you acting like you're better than this guy?
That's a great point.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's only 11. I was surprised by that. Actually.
His salary's 11.
Ricardo, you must have missed the
Boosters.
whole conversation earlier. I said I am a Love fan. I just say we also have Mike McCarthy, who was with the
For like
Packers forever.
I'm curious about Jordan Love because I was shocked by this when I was looking at our pick'ems this weekend. Why was I the only one who picked the Packers to beat the Vikings? Why did you guys think the Vikings were going to win that game?
I would have been drunk when I made my
I was shocked. I was like, wait, I'm the only one who picked the Packers? Because I don't know. I didn't even know who the Vikings quarterback was, but I knew Jordan Love was
Dog,
better.
I had to check my phone and make sure I made picks last week.
Dude, once in a while, because we didn't have the show last week, my brain just goes into autopilot.
Okay.
Autopilot is the assumptions of the past. So
I was like,
okay,
I'm like purple,
Gotcha.
pretty, yeah, royalty, color, yes.
yeah.
I like blue.
I'm lactose intolerant.
and then
I can't pick this.
our last extra topic, just because we've had some shitty owners in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Literally an owner that dropped shit all over the NFL, their fans, in the Commanders and Schneider. But never seen this one done before, actually.
Music.
Throws beer all over the Jaguars fans for cheering that they won that game. It's kind of funny
I didn't
because
see him throw it.
Oh, keep playing it. Hey, he throws it at him.
no, he already threw it. He storms out. He's in the corner. You got she's gonna be
over there.
right there. Yeah.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
This is a billionaire, dude.
New owner.
Yeah.
New owner, right?
Relatively
I mean,
new.
it took forever to get. Oh, I thought you were saying get a new owner. I'm like,
know
it
who's
took
gonna- you
took
know-
the Commanders forever to get a new owner.
Yeah, let's be real here, man. That shit would have been acid as soon as it hit my skin.
Yeah.
I've never felt this pain. The only cure is money.
But yeah, that
So I'll
was fun.
take box for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I'm going to retire. What do you do for a living? I pissed off David Tepper.
I got a Bud Light can upside the head.
Look, at the end of the day, in comparison to players, in comparison to coaches, in comparison to anything else, you're the owner of a fucking team.
Yep.
I don't care. And I'm someone who, if I own, I could never own the Cowboys, but if I owned the Cowboys, if I was that high up in the Cowboys ladder, trust me, I'm losing my shit if we losing games too. In the box, surrounded by other Cowboys fans, remembering that I'm rich.
Yep.
Actually, if I owned an NFL team, I'd be up there like Kanye alone. I could not deal with other fans if I was
I would
a
pay
billionaire.
I would pay someone specifically for me to throw things at when we lose. That's his job.
Philip?
Yeah.
Philip,
Where is he?
it's time for your whipping.
Well, I didn't say that. Hold on.
Not the whipping post.
I've got an empty Bud Light can and I'm mad.
I think I'd rather get whipped than get hit by an empty Bud Light can.
What? I would not. I've been hit with an empty beer can. Doesn't hurt that much.
I'd rather get hit with an empty beer can. But also,
That
for,
shit
like,
can cut.
yeah, I'd rather get hit with an empty beer can.
Someone just throws
You
it.
ain't
like,
gonna catch me in public doing.
You know, whips are designed to cut and lash.
I think you meant a belt, but like,
Yeah, I meant a belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
but no,
T-shirt cannon someone.
That'd be ridiculous.
The one that has like the auto thing. Yes, fucking.
I want a hot dog gun.
Yeah. Wait, but I'll just say this. That right there is a big giant representation of their season in a nutshell.
Yes, it is.
That right there. You set the tone to me. And you do some fucking immature shit like that, bitch, you gotta go. Okay? Watch the game at home.
It was a Jags fan of all the teams. A Jags fan?
well, I think that's my problem.
He's like the Draymond. He only
I think even if you
He gets that dude in the chokehold.
yeah.
even if you own the NFL's got to come down hard on that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean, it's owners, so but I think if you're I think there just has to be accountability across the board. There's supposed to be
Absolutely.
expectations of like, hey, at the end of the day, like fans are the reason why anything happens with any of these studios, stadiums, and things of that nature.
Even though they were opposing fans, they still gave you money
Yeah.
to be there.
And at the end, for me personally, that's a field day for me. That's a W.
Yeah.
I'm hoping let Jerry Jones get mad, and I'm just happy to be in the stadium that day. Hey, shoot, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll be like, rain on me, like I was like throw it on me, dog.
Throw a can on me, I'll pull out the neck braid. Oh my God. Where did this come from?
The poor.
Why would you do something like that, man? I'm a fan.
No, but like, dude, at the end of but seriously, that's just unacceptable. That's childish actions in a nutshell.
Rakina with the facts, he got fined $300K.
And gets get
That's-
fined $300. That's pennies.
That's not enough.
Suspend that man, and
I kind of hope the Jags fan got the
I would sue the
$300K.
fuck out of him.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
yeah.
awesome.
You gonna give me more than $300,000? I know that.
Yeah. That's an example of assault.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are going the suburban white woman route this time. We filing lawsuits.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch a settlement check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you just threw the hottest beer in the world at me.
I keep thinking of that.
That
sorry.
McDonald's story.
I keep thinking of that Boondocks episode. Well, he called me a nigger. The dude was like, I got a boat, I got a jet, I got all this from being called the N-word at Walmart. Like, that could be you. That could be you. That could be that guy. But $300,000 is nothing.
It's pennies. It's table stakes.
That's .0001 compared to how much this dude is worth.
Yeah. Isn't Tepper one of the wealthiest owners, too?
I don't fucking know
Probably
anything about
is.
it.
I think he is.
I only know.
Blinded in Jerry Jones, so everyone seems poor in my eyes. You poverty franchises.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. So here are all the owners.
On my diamond horse. Why y'all so cheap and broke?
Man is rich.
I fucking hate Jerry Jones. But
Hate us because you ain't us, bitch. All this wealth.
He left you.
But I mean, outside of him, I mean, I can only name Robert Kraft, Khan, the Walmart family.
The Roonies.
I like how the Walmart family never gets a name. It's just the Walmart family.
Yeah, they're mob bosses.
They own the Broncos.
Oh, we forgot the Ford family, too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then the Colts have a rich, crazy owner too.
And Packers are owned by the city.
Great job.
Yeah, we'd fail that trivia test.
We did it.
All right.
You ever see those TikToks that are like, "Oh, name all the teams that play with white helmets," and then it's just like, "Oh, these people kind of suck," and they're talking too fast for me to think of the actual answer.
It's like they're saying a bunch of words that only. It's like you got 5 seconds. I like pickles. It's like what?
And now.
It'd be like, name teams with white helmets. The Jaguars. Like, shut up, please. Stop guessing.
Give me 4 seconds. But yeah, I just it's just very interesting. Kid is like the room in a wheelchair.
With a wet like mark in your pant lap.
It's like it hit my knee bone.
Yeah.
Never walked again.
I used to walk until I took a beer to the knee.
It's just childish.
Yeah.
Tepper is richer than Jerry Jones, apparently.
I was gonna say I've heard Tepper's like he's loaded even by NFL owner standards.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised the NFL didn't hit him with like a million. I would have hit him with $1 million.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was-
$300,000.
I thought he was gonna get hit with at least.
Yeah, the
$500,000.
NFL should have been like, hey, no, we
no,
don't get
you
your
can get it.
dollars.
Well, on to our normal segments. Take a lap. Mine's going to be easy. It's going to be Kirk Cousins taking off his shirt, even though the Vikings lost, and I'm not even sure he's going to be a Viking next year.
Take a loss. This is a segment.
Take a lap. Yeah.
Take a lap.
So who are you disappointed by?
Yeah.
TJ, go ahead.
This one's a little tricky. I watched quite a few of the games, but like no one really. Oh, right. Okay. Out of non-biased nature, yeah, sure. Ref can go take a lap, but really, Jared Goff, go take a lap.
I was thinking about going with Jared Goff too.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Okay, good. Just cocking that hand back. I was like, you say something about the Eagles, I swear.
I almost was going to say, I'm not, but I was almost going to say the Cardinals running back probably deserves
Yeah, no, that's a
James Conner.
Don't worry.
former
My
Steeler.
attaboy, I'm congratulating the Cardinals, but not hating on y'all.
No.
Take a lap
Take a
for this week?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
Fucking the whole organization of the Eagles. Take a whole goddamn lap. Take the whole fucking lap. You all disappoint me.
I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who for some reason can't do shit against the Saints historically.
Well,
Even when Tom Brady was there.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing is the Saints have like a they do not like Mike Evans and do not let him play the game. Anytime he plays against the Saints, this time it wasn't even like a kind of hidden, no, they double teamed him the entire game without any of it, like just double teamed him without fail.
But he is that receiver. He
He's
deserves
very
money.
good.
So I can understand
That's
why
what I
they
said.
double team.
I don't like. I love like it, like just talking about our particular players. In case you didn't know, like, but I'm a big fan of the Bucks. And so I said there. Mike Evans is one of my favorite players in general. He's just a good guy in general. Like feisty player. There's no answer for him in a lot of situations except for one team.
Yeah. And it's
But
the
here's the
Saints.
thing.
And him and Lattimore hate each other.
They do.
Bro, like actually genuine, you want to talk about rivalries, true hatred? They do not like each other. They've been ejected from games more than once.
There be times where Lattimore would get into a fight, and then Mike Evans would come across the.
Bro, that's a stop, bro. Mike Evans in a
You
fight.
him out, yeah. I'm not looking for anybody else. I'm looking for Lattimore. That's what I'm looking
And
for.
Mike Evans is normally like even kill. He tried to calm down Antonio Brown when he was ripping his pads off.
Like Mike Evans is super chill.
Yeah.
But how do you
Lattimore is like that motherfucker.
Wreck his ass.
even being double teamed though, when you're 6'5", Calvin Johnson was 6'5". All you had to do was just throw the bitch up in the air.
Well, it's
He's too tall to be not catching anything.
Baker Mayfield, dude. It's not that good.
Yeah, sure.
So my attaboy was actually requested from me.
Who is it?
It's Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
And it was requested to me by Elijah because he's starting to get into football now.
Oh yeah.
Because he lives in Indiana and he's getting to
finally ate his vegetables. It's good for him. You didn't want it at first, but now you liking them, right?
and he's
Maturing, if you will. I didn't like green peppers too. Love them now. I've always liked green peppers.
I was gonna say what?
and he specifically was like, "Hey, please give your attaboy to the Colts because they eliminated Sam's team."
Oh, that's the best way to. But that makes me
right.
sad. I like the Raiders too.
That was actually going to be my attaboy, Antonio Pierce. I hope that he keeps their head coaching job next year because I like how they play underneath him. That's my attaboy. Even though they lost, I like what he brings to the team. I'm not going to pick Lamar. That's too easy. That's my attaboy to me.
Did the Colts also eliminate Sammy from his apartment? Where is he?
Doug, yeah, is he coming home?
He's in Disney World.
The Mexcellence now belongs to us. We have to start paying rent in June.
Hell no, we don't. No, we don't. Shit, I got a whole second bedroom, dog.
we all have homes. We can make this work.
Shit, take this table now.
Where is that guy?
No, he is legit in California. I think he comes back tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I haven't put the schedule out because I haven't. Like, it's just been like kind of hectic trying to keep track of everything. But I just assume Thursday is the compas and I'll be off.
Yeah.
Sally Streams is actually took mine. CD Lamb is getting my attaboy. And shout out to and I say it, but that dime between Dak Prescott and CD was fan-fucking-tastic.
Unmatched.
Motherfucker came out the pocket, should have been sacked, and just said,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the type of play that makes me like
Love.
and I mean, like, you know how I felt all season. You know, I feel like, you know, it's people have been fighting it. Dak's played top 4 football this entire season,
Absolutely.
and then CeeDee Lamb is also just number 1. Actually, yeah, he's number 1 in yards.
No,
he's
Tyreek.
Tyreek is
I think it's Tyreek is number 1.
who's leading? I thought
Who's
leading in yardage?
Yardage?
Yeah, because
no, it was CD Lamb this week.
yeah,
but
CD
I don't know.
But in generally though,
because CD got 200 yards.
yeah, so he's already at 1,600.
And I know
this
that,
year.
like, I don't know if they exoed Tyreek, but it might be. I think it's like a couple of yards between them.
I know it's like number 1 Tyreek, then CD, and then AJ Brown is number 3.
I'm looking it up right now.
AJ Brown has like 1,400 right now.
Yeah, he beast in the beginning of the year, and then he just
Coasting.
Shut up.
Tyreek's at 1717.
So who's number 1?
CD is 1651.
Okay,
And then
gotcha.
number 2 is who?
Number 2 is CD
I mean
Lamb.
3.
Is AJ Brown.
Okay, with 14.
Yeah. And then right behind him, he might pass him this
Is
week.
Puka.
Puka.
He might rest.
Come on.
I don't think the Rams have anything to win for. Any reason to win.
They're already in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're in. I don't think they can improve their seating either. I think they've clinched a wild card spot.
Okay.
But my that a boy. I mean, Lamar Jackson, man. He put an end to this annoying ass MVP season where it's just like it was emphatic. It's like it's me, and credit to him.
I mean,
Is it? Because he has 2 other candidates that can easily beat him too. Tyreek Hill
No,
and the 49ers running back.
no.
no,
Really?
Tyreek would have got it if he got to 2,000.
Yeah, if like
He still can, right?
No.
he's like he'd have to have like 290 yards against the
never mind.
Bills.
They'd have to play Lamar against the Steelers, and he gets rocket shocked, which they're not playing Lamar against the Steelers.
Oh, no.
And Lamar dropping 50 on the Dolphins was kind of the
Yeah,
bag
Nail in the
sealer.
coffin.
Yeah, like had he lost last week, that would have been an
story.
interesting conversation.
it was like I think he took the lead when they mollywopped the Niners.
Oh yeah,
And then this was like him shutting the door. It's like
it's me.
fuck out of here. It's
And
me.
it hurts because second place is my man. So it just hurts.
It's me. Hi, I'm the MVP.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? No, I'm looking for Lamar.
To be honest, I feel like, just speaking on the playoff picture for the AFC side, since we didn't talk about that one too much. Fuck the NFC. We talked about our side. I don't know how the AFC is going to pan out. That's the fucking wild,
It's in the
wild
air.
west of.
Because outside of the Baltimore Ravens and maybe the Dolphins, there's really not a lot of open doors out there.
No.
That's what I think it's gonna be.
I'm with you. You know I'm with you. The Browns.
It's gonna be either the Ravens or the Browns.
I think that this is still looking towards a weird season. Like there's some people secretly like fucking raccoon wishing that we're gonna end up with the Browns Lions.
What is that term? Raccoon wishing? Is it
Like the way a raccoon.
I love that. I've never heard that
That's
before.
actually really good. I was like,
That's how I make all my wishes. I didn't know that was a thing. That's great. No, I love that term. I'm stealing that one like a raccoon.
So wait, y'all have no faith in the Bills? The way they've been playing in December, they are
no, the Bills.
Not to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, do you not hear us? The Bills are a casino.
I do think they're gonna whoop the Dolphins, but
I think so.
I don't. And I see them winning like a playoff.
But
game,
no.
not a Super
You said you think
Oh, they
they're
would
gonna
play
win-
the Chiefs.
You think they're gonna whoop the Dolphins, but it would be just like them to lose against the Dolphins.
It would if the Dolphins defense is all fucked up now.
Yeah.
And they're super injured.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their defense is so injured. I think Josh Allen's gonna.
What are you smoking when you say the Packers Super Bowl?
Well, that's a Packers fan.
Hey, I respect it.
You're banned.
All right, guys, we'll be right
Where's
back.
our moderator?
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break with our pick'ems.
Raccoon.
Hey guys, Jordan went through a wardrobe change over here.
Jordan, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and pull up our last week of official pick'ems. I don't think I can catch you, even unless you get everything wrong in the playoffs.
If I really fuck up, which I could do. I could totally fuck this
How
up.
am I, Jordan, doing in the...
Jordan's not in pick'em.
Oh, yes, as Jordan, I knew that
It'd
already.
be a weird bracket busting week. It's this.
It's this one, yeah. So I'm a little nervous.
Well, we start with your team playing first.
And I'm picking them. The Steelers versus the Ravens. I'm going with the Steelers.
TJ?
I'm going with the Steelers.
Really?
Steelers have something to play for. The Ravens do not.
I'm picking the Ravens.
Well, look, I'm playing 3D chess here. I want the Steelers to win because I don't think the Bills deserve to go to playoffs this year, but it's for other reasons.
Because they worship Al Qaeda?
I mean, yes.
Their coach does. And maybe he's just a big admirer. We don't know. But he shouldn't have said that. That was weird. I don't know what the fuck
I'm
he was
also
on.
going Ravens for reasons.
The Ravens of Baltimore versus the Steelers of Pittsburgh?
A group of Ravens is called an unkindness.
That's a good reason. I don't know what a group of Steelers are called. I guess
Sad.
Steelers. The Texans versus the Colts.
Man, we got to get Tommy out for this game. I'm leaning towards the Texans. I think I'm going to pick the Texans.
I have the Texans.
I'm thinking the Colts.
Do the Colts go to playoffs if they win?
Yes, the winner. This is a playoff game, basically.
Yes.
Whoever wins is in.
I think if the Colts win, they're in. I think the Texans need more stuff to happen. I could be wrong, but I think the Colts win and they're in. But I think the Texans might need a little bit of help.
I'm going to go with the Texans in honor of Tommy.
Yeah, I'm not
Since
sure.
he's not here. But I, Jordan, am.
Next, we got the Browns versus the Bengals. Is this even a game for anything?
No, neither team has anything to play for here. I'm going with the Browns because the Browns historically have owned the Bengals, even with Joe Burrow playing. So I think they're just going to...
I think this will be a fun time to test out some of the Browns games.
That's good.
Are they resting Joe Flacco? Do they have someone to rest Joe Flacco?
During the games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was legit taking a nap.
That's just,
His old dad energy. That's intimidating as shit. He's like, yo, this guy's asleep and he's beating the shit out of us. Yeah. I'd be
is the other
disheartened.
quarterback sleeping?
I'm taking the Cincinnati buttholes.
Bungholes.
Next, we got the Vikings versus the Lions. I think this is also like a nothing game.
It is a nothing game.
I'm going to go with the Lions because Dan Campbell is still mad.
Yeah.
That's actually a good reason. I'll take the Lions as well.
I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah.
And they're playing in Detroit.
Taking a Lion over a Viking.
Historically, yes, I believe. I remember the Gladiator movie. It was kind of rare when they won.
The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans.
I'm going with the Jags. Even though I don't know if the Jags are really playing for anything either. Have they?
The Jags also have a shot of getting in.
Oh, yeah. So wait, they have not won the division yet.
They have not won the division yet.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going with the Jags then. They're playing for something.
By the way, I was totally right about the AFC South being really good. I was just wrong about the Titans being one of the teams that's
True. Yeah. It would be nuts if the Bengals win. If they beat the Browns, every team in the AFC North will have a winning record.
oh, wow.
That'd be nuts. But that won't happen because the Bengals are trash. I'll go with the Jags over the Titans, though.
Same.
What about you, TJ?
I'll take the Jags.
I'll take the Jags as well. Next, the Jets versus the Patriots.
If the Patriots are in their fucking smart-ass mind, they will let the Jets win. But the Patriots will probably win.
I'm going with the Patriots. I think they just own the Jets, and they're playing in Foxborough. And the Jets are terrible. I know the Patriots are really bad too, but
Yeah, like this is.
I'm like, yeah, right. Wait a minute.
So I want the Patriots to win because Bill Belichick is probably going to get fired. So if they
Yeah.
win, he just gives them a worse draft pick.
That's why I think that's a factor. I think he's gonna be like, fuck you out the door, like a Lovie Smith
Yeah.
situation from last year.
My favorite thing is that he might
He's
end
good
up.
at leaving doors after fucking.
Bill Belichick's a petty man.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots.
I think he's going to Washington after this, is what people are saying.
Ooh.
Atlanta versus New Orleans. Is this also? I think this might also be for a playoff spot. No, it's not.
Ooh, I think if New Orleans wins and Tampa loses, New Orleans wins the division. And the Falcons, like all these teams are still alive. Like the Falcons could get in, but I think New Orleans is going to win this. I'm going with them.
Tie.
Oh Jesus! Has there been a tie this season? I don't think.
No, there hasn't been one.
Not a single one. Good.
I'm gonna go Falcons. Falcon punch.
What about you, TJ?
Saints, I guess.
It still matters for our pick'ems. I mean, do you want to drink a pickle beer?
Saints.
Oh shit, that's on the line.
I think ever since I drank that pickle beer, I've won every week. Never again.
He's motivated.
Tampa Bay versus Carolina.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I just don't want the Panthers to be successul continuously.
They're pirates.
Just an
right?
upsetting organization.
Yep.
A racist and aggressive organization.
Antagonizing fans, throwing beers at them.
You know, he started the Zion hate train like years ago. I think you will be remembered one day as starting the Carolina hate bandwagon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
Like they fired a black coach who was successful. And then, like said, can't have a successful black man in my organization. I'm still upset about it.
I threw a beer at him on the way out. It's fucked up, man.
Don't let the door hit you, but this can will.
Chicago versus Green Bay.
Green Bay. Green Bay has this is a do or die for Green Bay, right?
Yes, if they win, they're in.
I feel like Chicago has a hate in it for them, though.
No, they're going to try to play spoiler, but I just think Green Bay's better than they are. But
I mean, what would happen? Who would fill in the? I don't want to play the Seahawks again.
the Seahawks are still alive.
I don't want to play the Seahawks again.
I'd be fine with playing the Seahawks again. The Steelers have had 2 back-to-back comfortable wins, and I'm scared. I don't like
last
it.
time we played against them, it was close. It was too close for my liking.
Yeah.
So.
I think you killed the Seahawks. Like, that was like their last grasp that day.
That's true. After that, I don't think they've won a game since.
The Broncos versus the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to take this one.
I think for Antonio Pierce's sake, I'm going with the Raiders.
I am too. This reeks of
I'm gonna pick the Broncos just to.
Spice things up.
Yeah. And so that Sammy can hold something over.
This seems like 2 teams with similar talent levels, except one team loves their coach and the other team does not. And I think that the team that loves the coach is the Raiders.
Sam's back in Texas, so he can't be too sad. It works both ways.
Yeah.
Like when he goes over there, he can't be too happy. When he comes over here,
Things must be equal. Like the Steelers.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, everything is balanced, as all things should be.
Yes, I'm picking the Giants. I am, and I feel like I should not be hated on for it.
That's a bold. Actually, that's not that bold.
Yes, they lost to the Cardinals and almost lost to the Giants last time.
They did, and that was in Philly. Oh man.
I said, hold up.
they're starting Tyrod Taylor now, though.
Oh wait, I'm Jordan. Eagles.
I agree with Jordan. I think I'm going to go with the Eagles, even though they could fuck this up.
They could and probably will.
They probably fuck that up. Yeah.
Seattle versus Arizona. I'll take Seattle.
I mean, he'd have to be some kind of asshole to lose to the Cardinals. Oh shit! But I'm gonna go Seattle also.
Yeah, Seahawks sounds cooler than a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Kansas City versus Los Chargers.
This is KC all day.
Yeah.
49ers not playing for anything, right?
No.
No, this one's tricky because I don't think the 49ers are playing for anything. I don't think the Rams are either. I think the Rams are locked. I don't think they can improve their seeding.
Well, then I'm just gonna pick the Rams.
I initially picked the Rams, and I think I'm going to stick with them.
I'll go Niners.
I think I'm taking the Rams just to, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all should pick the Commanders on this next one.
I thought about it, and then I woke up and was like, you idiot. No.
There's a home, away, whatever you want in between. The one thing Cowboys do is beat bad teams.
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the swig off. I'm JJ again.
So Ricardo,
I'll go Cowboys.
Ricardo's saying the Rams can lose. They're in the playoffs, but they could get down to the 7th seed if the Packers win, and I assume that means if the Rams lose as well. So
Which means they'll play the Cowboys as things hold.
if they're the 7th seed.
Yep.
Okay. I think they'd rather play the Lions in Detroit than the Cowboys in Dallas, so they have something to play for. So yeah, that reinforces my decision to go with the Rams.
At least with the Lions, they'll have an extra teammate on their hands.
Shut up. God.
Hey man, their Lions are not destined for success if the refs are against them.
Last call. I'm doing Buffalo versus Miami, and then will be our last pick'em for the regular season.
I'm taking Miami.
I'm shocked. Oh wow, I'm shocked he went with Miami.
I'm going Buffalo.
I'm shocked that this is 50-50. Yeah, I think this is Bills all day.
No, this is the type of. As a Cowboys fan,
Last week was the game the Bills usually lose because that was against the Patriots.
this is the type of game. No, stakes on the line. Things need to happen. Outlandish odds.
It's been on the line for them for 4 weeks.
They can't keep it going.
Should I just drink the pickle beer
You
now?
can't keep.
Jordan, no, what happened to your hair?
Look, if you see a guy hitting jackpots all night, and you're like, man, that guy's got a hot hand, up $1 million, and he's like, I got one more roll in me. This is that roll.
Well, if the dealer is drunk, which I think the Dolphins are, punch drunk and beat the fuck up.
Dolphins ain't gonna. This is the type of win that the Dolphins actually need because they've gotten their ass beat these last.
You'll
2 weeks.
appreciate this label. They're breakdancers.
Yes, they're breakdancers. I have been unable to think of anything else when they are. They're all about the flash.
Yeah. People want to fight. They want to break dance.
And Sally Streams, congratulations on winning the Mexcellence Fantasy Football. Need to hit you up so that we can find out how to send this to you, but you won a Wingstop gift card, a gift card so that you can get stuff from the Mexcellence, and $50 and a certificate that JJ is going to draw for you.
I'm gonna what now?
You're going to draw a certificate.
I hope you like stick people.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, thank you for tuning in for another regular season of Commitment to Excellence. We're not going anywhere. We will be back next week to dissect the playoffs, see who the Cowboys end
And
up
I will
playing.
probably drink a pickle beer.
Yeah, and JJ will drink a pickle beer just because he wants to. Not
I
even.
will not.
No, I'm pretty sure
I'll be in Boston.
And Tommy will drink carrots.
Actually, you're gonna miss TJ. I mean, you're gonna miss Tommy drinking pickle beer. No, sorry. Tommy doesn't drink. He'll be drinking a thing of carrot juice, then a wheatgrass shot, and if he loses a third one, I don't know.
Mix it.
If we, if I end up, because what was the prize for winner pick'ems? We go to a restaurant of that person's choice,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I end up winning, full disclosure, we're going to Temple 22, and Tommy has to get the hot sandwich, like the actual hot one.
Yeah.
I think we're all on board with Tumble 22.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we still have playoff pick'ems.
That's true. I could totally fuck this up, gang. You'll have to tune in to keep track.
Well, let's go ahead and just see real. You know what? I'll do this off air. But thank you guys for coming out. Come back on Thursday for I Assume Compas, and if not, just follow the Instagram. Love you guys.
Bye.